I thought he was going to shit.
Help! You're really goofy. You're really goofy.
What do you mean I'm goofy?
It's goofy. It's a good story. It's goofy. You're a goofy guy.
What do you mean? You mean the way I talk? What?
Just you're goofy.
You mean? Let me understand this, because maybe it's me. I'm a little fucked up, maybe. But I'm goofy how? I'm goofy like I'm a clown. I amuse you. I make you laugh. I'm here to fucking amuse you. What do you mean goofy? Goofy how? How am I goofy?
Just how you tell the story. What?
No, I don't know. You said it. How do I know? You said I'm goofy. How the fuck am I goofy? What the fuck is so goofy about me? Tell me what's goofy.
Get the fuck out of here, goofy!
You motherfucker! I almost had him. You stuttering prick! Yeah.
It's time for the best podcast around. Grab a cold one, sit back, and enjoy the show. This is Corner Pub Sports.
Hey, this is Brian Dawkins, and you're looking at Corner Pub Sports.
We'll do it live. Fuck it.
Corner Pub Sports.
Fuck me by it, man. Yeah.
Yo, what's going on, everybody? Corner Pub Sports is coming at you. We got the Octobox going on tonight. What is going on, everybody? It is the start of the NFL season.
And the Octobox is getting you ready for Red Zone.
That's right.
Yeah. Yep.
We got Mike's dad, John, on with us tonight. We got Gary,
John.
Mike, and
How you
myself,
doing,
John. What's up, man? What's going on?
Ryan's
guys?
here too.
I said Ryan. I said Gary and Ryan. Yeah.
Oh, all right.
Don't-
Just making sure.
Yeah.
Hey,
Ryan's here. Ryan's here.
Do it live. Fuck it.
Yeah, you joined 30 seconds too late. You missed the goofy I don't know what
you
you
can
call
just
it.
listen back to it. It's all
Okay.
right. The good fellas.
Get it out.
Goodfellow, goofy.
Yeah.
Goodfellas.
The stutter and
the
stutter
amusing-
and prick you.
Yeah, that one. The do I amuse you? Goof
Yeah.
in the
I was
voice of
about
Goofy.
to say that. You think
What's
I'm
going
a
on there?
clown?
Yeah. So we're happy everyone can join us live here on Facebook and YouTube. Thank you very much. And of course, if you're downloading the show on iTunes, Spotify, Stitcher, what's that one, Gary? What's that one?
Satchel.
There it is. We thank you. All right, I think we should just get right at it because we got a lot to talk about tonight. And I guess we should start off with you want to start off with the game, or should we start off with season predictions?
Absolutely. Start off with the game. Absolutely.
All right. So the Eagles travel up to Foxborough for week 1. The reigning NFC champs, hoping to get back, taking on the Patriots, who are going to be having Tom Brady night before the game. So, we have that going on, which is nice.
That's better.
It should be a good time, man. It should be a good game. Let's see what happens. They're calling for rain up there. The 425 matchup. We got hello, friends. We got Jim Nantz on the mic.
Oh, is he? Okay.
Yeah, it'll be Nance and Romo, right?
Yeah, Nantz and Romo. So, this is going to be fun.
Scratchy homo.
Football season, boys. This is what we love, right? I don't know. I guess do we go around the table here and kind of give what our insights are, what we think's going to happen? All right. So why don't we go in my section here? We'll go Ryan, John, and then Gary. All right, and then Mike and myself. So Ryan, why don't you start?
Obviously we went through the season schedule. I got them winning this game. For whatever reason, as it gets closer, not gonna lie, I don't feel great about it. The Patriots think they got a really good defense. It's a Bill Belichick coach team. Say what you want, they're going to compete. if Mac Jones doesn't turn the ball over, the Patriots are going to stay in the game. They're honoring Tom Brady. That place is going to be nuts. The weather is going to be a little rough. So I'm still taking the Eagles, but I wouldn't be surprised if they lose.
It's the most Ryan thing ever.
Yeah, Ryan's turned into like the Kalen Cowherd of our show.
No, not even that. More of the just the negative.
Yeah, well,
kind of
that's
always
what I'm saying. Like,
it's a coward.
Phillies aren't making the playoffs.
Hi, welcome to Pessimistic Corner with your host, Ryan Sheed.
I got to turn this banner off.
Fucking Homer corner with Gary.
John,
it's like they're right here with me.
John, what are your thoughts?
Well, I don't know what the Patriots are going to be. They can't be worse than they were last year. Last night's game brought me back to last year. I was talking to Mike earlier. I was like, came away from that Detroit game of last year when they played the Eagles the first game of the season. I was like, the Eagles suck, man. Detroit is a bad team. And, man, we just barely slid by them. You find out Detroit's a hell of a lot better than they were.
Detroit looks good.
Detroit looked good last night. It was a slog, you know.
Yeah.
Obviously, a lot of people on KC didn't perform. That touchdown, you talk about like nobody giving a shit. You know, the one cornerback hit him on the goal line.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, Detroit's a really good offensive line. That they proved that. But so getting back to the Eagles, their first game, you just don't know what the Eagles are going to be coming out of the gate. They don't play much. New England is going to be different. How good their quarterback's going to be, whether they can compete, I don't think so. I think the Eagles win 7 points. It'll be a struggle for a while. They never make it easy, but
I agree. I think the Eagles come out flat in the first half, and they warm up and they get better in the second half. I think it's Eagles 28.
All right. We're losing, Gar. 28-21. 28-21 Eagles. Okay.
Yeah, I mean,
21.
Got it. Yeah, I mean, I'm with the guys. I mean, I could see them coming out flat. They didn't play at all in the regular season or in the preseason. So
did you see coming out fat?
Look at you with your fucking 48% body fat, and you scrawny little bastard.
Oh, flat. I'm sorry.
Flat. Yeah, you missed the L. I'll have to inflect better or whatever.
That's right.
So no, I think that they come out flat. I think that they warm up and yeah, I like the touchdown. I like a 30-23 type game. I think that it looks more convincing than just a touchdown win. Even though a touchdown win is a pretty convincing win, I think that they're the better team and they show it.
Yeah, I mean, we're obviously going to get more into this game. We're not just going to give our predictions and move on. We're going to look at both sides of the ball and stuff. But I agree with the fact that they're going to come out a little sluggish because they haven't played, like you said. Hurts didn't play a single snap, but I don't think it's going to hurt them at all because that offense for New England's putrid.
Yeah,
it's putrid. Juju Smith-Schuster is their big signing, right? Who got lucky?
They're not helping that quarterback at all.
No, they're not.
They're not.
And he's already a statue back there. He doesn't.
Yeah, like he's on the verge of like not having a job, and they did. You're right, John. They didn't help him at all. I'm sorry, Sean.
Yeah, no, you're fine. But I agree. Their defense is solid, but I think the Eagles have way too much firepower. I don't think the Patriots are gonna be able to keep up. it might be a close game at half, and then the Eagles just kind of come out in the second half and just kind of blow them out.
So you think it's going to be a double-digit win?
Yeah, I think they win by 10.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think it's close. As fired up as the fans might be for Tom Brady, that whole thing we've seen in this town is overrated. Where we have a big pregame celebration.
It's almost like maybe the team kind of almost comes out flat after.
And the team doesn't care about Tom Brady.
Right.
Most of the players on the team,
none of them played with him.
Yeah, they never played with him, so they don't care. I mean, Belichick, he doesn't care.
Can't. I mean, I don't think Belichick likes him anyway. So.
Yeah, so I don't anticipate much coming from that part of the game.
That just pumps up the crowd.
Yeah,
the crowd could be into it. And they better be.
Think about how many times the Sixers had Dr. J ring the bell before the game, Allen Iverson ring the bell, and they come out like pancakes. Yeah. So fat. They come out fat.
Come out fat.
They come out fat.
Because I'm fat.
Speaking of coming out fat, that's probably what James Harden's going to do.
Yeah, exactly.
The L silent.
The L is silent.
And somebody's going to get that gobbler at the end of this game.
Mike, if you do the write-up this week, you got to say, I think they come out fat.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. You got to use fat. Like, that's Corner Pub Sports flat from now on.
That's right.
Your butt is wide. Well, mine is too.
Shamona.
Have a cheesesteak.
So why don't we look at Polsky? PHAT fat. That should just be the name of the show. Fat. So looking at the game itself, you know what, guys? What am I doing? I'm so excited about football. I forgot. What are we drinking? Yeah, Ryan, what do you got? Yingling.
All reliable.
There you go.
I think I might be officially done with the craft beers, man.
Yeah, I've said that before.
Nah,
pussy.
I haven't had one in weeks.
2.
That's true. I had the hazy little things 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks.
That's right.
Come on, knock it off.
That's
So
that's another Ryan
you
thing.
got a Yingling there? What do you got? A Yingling?
Yeah.
Yingling. I got myself a nice creamy Guinness.
Yeah, I'm going to Yingling too.
I got a
Gary's drinking water.
I got a creamy
Fucking
Guinness
pussy.
for you.
Well, I'm taking medication, Mike. I can't. I want beer. I really want beer. I just can't.
You might.
You fucking pussy.
You might actually participate today.
Yeah. What do you got over there, John?
I'm drinking a vodka and juice.
Nice.
Oh, there you go.
Rolling down.
All I got is Bud Light in there. I can't.
Chicken vodka and juice. Nice. All right, good. All right, so yeah, game on then. Let's go. All right, so with the game itself, I mean, really, like let's start off with the Eagles offense taking on that defense. Right? I think that's where the premier matchup is.
Yeah, New England's got a pretty decent defense, right?
Yeah, they were pretty good.
The funny is that like they do have a good defense. Can you name a guy?
Yeah, Mayo's gone, right?
Christ.
Right?
Bruce is still there?
No,
Seymour?
I think they're gone. Yeah.
I don't know. Who cares? But man, they've been pretty tough.
Yeah, they do. They play
Pretty
good
tough
defense.
for a couple years now, and
Trying to think. Jonathan Jones is there, right? The cornerback. Trying to think who else is there. They got a couple.
Cunt Jones.
Cunt Jones is there.
He's everywhere.
Let me bring up the starters.
Fuck.
Yeah, Jonathan Jones is really Jabril Peppers. Those are pretty much the only two. Kyle Duggar is pretty good too. Matthew Judon.
All right.
Oh yeah, I forgot about him.
Judon. Yeah, I don't know. It's nothing earth shattering, but they're just a solid unit because they're coached well.
Yeah. You're gonna forget about him when tomorrow on Sunday too when Lane Johnson shuts them down.
Yeah, right. Anytime someone lines up against Lane, man, that's it.
Yep.
That lane's closed. See what I did there?
Oh,
We haven't seen him in a long time. Oh, let me bring him up. Ken.
No, it's not Ken.
Making a season debut. We haven't seen Ken in a while, man. How are you, brother? Hope you're doing well.
You gotta know when to fold.
See, that's why he stopped going on last time. No,
I'm sorry.
Good to see him. It's good to see him again, man. That's a sight for sore eyes. That's for sure.
Time to leave me loose, will.
And he's gone.
Nice. He said never fails. Polsky said, "I love your chicken. It's extra crispy."
And he's gone.
All right. So, Eagles offense.
Why do I got to change my name? He's the one who sucks.
Connie?
What was that? What was that? Don? Not who the fuck was it?
Michael Bolton.
Michael Bolton. Yeah, Michael Bolton. All right. So, Eagles running games revamped. I made an argument. I think it's better.
I think so.
I think it's better all
I
around.
think it's definitely
Better if it stays healthy.
Yeah. Let's look at it from a on paper perspective, I guess, because John's 100% right. If Swift can't stay healthy and Penny goes down, then forget it.
Yeah, but I mean, you got two guys. You're hoping that one of two guys stays healthy as compared to like if Miles Sanders.
Right. I think they're fine as long as one of them's constantly in the lineup.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they got enough bodies.
Right. All right.
Yeah. So the running games, the receiving wise, they're pretty much the same.
Yeah, I mean, the only thing that worries me about the receivers,
As long as those bodies don't hit the floor.
Yeah, is they don't have any depth.
The Eagles don't have any depth. They're the same. It's the same receiving core as last year, though.
Yeah.
But they were healthy all year.
But again, you can't.
I'm not saying for this game. I'm just saying in general. That's one of my concerns is that they.
I hear it. But that's a concern for every single team in the league. You know what I mean? Like they're either weak at running back, they're weak at wide receiver, they're weak at offensive line.
I mean, they have depth at running back. They don't have depth at
receiver. And then like to Mike's point, like last year.
But you don't believe in Quez?
No, last year's
I'm hoping Quez does a better job.
He beats us.
But last year's that's a rare thing how healthy they stayed last year. So that like I hear Mike's concern.
Yeah,
that could be. That's probably the only thing that'll stop them. Honestly,
it's the receivers and Hurts are like the two main like positions that have to stay healthy.
Injuries in general are the only thing that can stop the Eagles this year.
That's what he did. That's what I'm saying.
But I mean,
my concern is the special teams.
Special teams.
They didn't
special
teams. Any of that.
Garrett.
No, they didn't address anything on special teams.
I agree. Yeah, Gary, you're like breaking up and you're coming back, but then you're breaking up again. So I know. Now it seems like you're all right, but just a battle.
Fuck.
One more week, brother. One more week.
You coming back next week?
That's his plan.
Nice.
I am. What a 12-pack.
The 12-pack.
Gary, you got a hotspot on your phone?
You got a hotspot, dude?
Let me try that.
Because you might want to link up to that. All right. Yeah, it's rough. All right, so special teams, he said. That's actually a concern, too.
I shall return.
Who's the partner?
Sipas
is back.
they
Yeah,
re-signed
brought him.
Sipas. Then what was
They put him on the practice.
Bryce Harper just hit a 2-run homer.
Yep, off the pole, right?
Oh, it was foul. Dang, that looked fair.
What's the score?
2-0.
2-0.
But no, they cut Sipas, then they signed him to the practice squad, and then they're bringing him up because they didn't find anybody else.
Jay said his concerns the Dallas Cowboys, and then Polsky goes, "My concern is they start fucking cows."
Asshole up your ass, up your cunt! Fuck you sideways, you fucking boring fucking whore! Fuck off, you cow!
But why didn't they bring Marquette King in for a like I don't understand.
Jeffrey Lure's race.
I guess they liked Sipas better,
but they didn't even work Marquette King out.
Did they? Oh, I don't know. They worked out like 4 punters and none of them they liked. I don't know.
Like if you're looking for a punter, work out 30 of them. Like
None of them were better than the worst punter in the league last year. Like really?
I don't know.
Anyway, back to the question.
What
He's
happened to
been
our punter
practicing.
last year?
What's that?
What happened to our punter last year?
He's back. He's back.
He's back. He just sucked.
But he's
it's
terrible.
just bad.
You didn't like him?
Yeah, he was
I
terrible.
don't think anybody liked him.
No, I mean in that Super Bowl, that
I don't
one
think-
punt was.
I don't think he liked.
Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah, he was horrible. His average was terrible last
Yeah,
year. so.
they had him at like 26th and 28th ranked for like net and.
That's why I
I'd say
hate kickers, man. I hate fucking kickers.
I was gonna say, why even bring back a punter? Just go for it at 4th down every time.
What's this? The Canadian Football League?
Yeah,
You might
XFL. You might rabbit. XFL. You know.
I actually watched a little Canadian football last week.
Yeah, you said you were getting all fired up.
Yeah, that's not a good product, man. It's not
You're
like
not my
there's
buddy guy. You're not my guy friend.
yeah, like you just see like I don't know, like there's a lot less talented players in the Canadian Football League.
Polsky said, "Did they play with a maple pig skin? Smells like syrup."
They all had masks on because of COVID. You know
They
how
talk,
common
they
it is.
tackle each other. They say sorry to every sorry.
Yeah.
sorry.
They all got half heads. I resent that. You are a racist.
Hey, Philip.
They call each other hosers. You're a hoser.
Is that Taryn Hatcher on the? Is
Yep.
she doing that? That's her again.
Yep.
It's beautiful.
She got legs.
Beautiful.
She knows how to use.
All right, let's see if
Turner's
Gary.
on base again.
Let's see if Gary's okay now. Hey, Gary.
If this don't work, I'm
Two outs,
cutting it off,
two outs with Castellanos. So
smashing this fucking computer.
Don't do that.
Oh, did he get it?
No,
Did he get it?
I think it's time for Hawk to smash.
It's not. It's not the computer, dude. It's your internet. There's nothing you can do about it. You're in a bad spot.
Castellanos went to the track.
yeah, we got it on. We got
Is
it.
that better?
It's off on the side.
Yeah, there you go. So back to my question.
Sean's like, yeah, you're fine.
Yeah, we fucking 5 minutes talking about internet connections and whatever Canadian football.
We cover it all on Corner Pub Sports.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Somehow.
man.
I was watching the Argonauts.
Jesus.
Jason and the Argonauts,
Yeah, the Toronto Argonauts and
the Mounties.
yeah, it doesn't matter.
Pop's got to stick around and listen to the Charles Barkley story.
Yeah, we're gonna bring that up for sure.
Yeah, I just pulled the article up.
Polsky say, Gary, quick, put up the finger before you freeze.
Too late.
You gotta give him a second.
Oh man. All right.
He'll catch our laugh 5 minutes from now.
Obviously the Eagles offensive line, there's nothing
I'm
matching up to
sorry,
them.
guys.
It's all right, man. We get it.
We're sorry. Nothing wrong with no one's beating the offensive line. The tight ends. I'm gonna linebacker combo. The Patriots are pretty good, but I don't know. I just think
I think the Eagles' offense can hang with any defense out there. I mean, the Eagles' offense is good enough to.
yeah. Let's flip
Yeah,
the split.
There's
Flip this-
nobody going to shut them down.
Well, here's the contrarian. They need to find the ability to take the top off of defense until they burn New England with a long pass. New England's going to be a tight box.
Mhm.
They
Yeah.
haven't exhibited. They haven't. Well, to be fair, Brown got over the top a couple times, but that's mainly because their offensive line gave Hurts enough time to run around, yada yada. And
You said to be fair.
To be fair.
Yeah.
To be fair. To be fair.
And Jason
So,
said,
yeah,
I love a tight box.
They got to get Quez involved and catching the football. Basically, he's got to be better this year.
It's funny you say that, John, because I think he is someone who's going to surprise people this year.
Really?
I do. He he had a little bit of a rough. He had a good start last year, and then kind of faded off and had a rough ending in the season. Obviously, in the playoffs, he dropped a few passes. It was kind of big. I think he dropped a big one in the Super Bowl, if I'm not mistaken. So people were kind of going against him. And then in the offseason, he's like, you're obviously a lot of players say the right things or try to get you. I don't know if it's self-motivation, whatever it is, but he's like, I'm going to be a different player next year. Keep your eyes open.
All right.
But with that being said, like they bring in this, I don't even want to say the other dude's name, the other receiver, the big dude.
Yeah, from Atlanta.
Yeah, so they have him, and then you have Quez. Quez wants that spot back. Like he's not going to give up that slot, and he wants giggity, and he wants to show like I can still burn people, which he can. I mean, he's one of the fastest. He is one of the fastest guys in the league.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, like John said, like he didn't forget how to run. You just got to hold on to the ball. Like that's all it is with him.
I think
a little bit of that, and a little bit of them having good timing, like
him tracking the ball better.
Half of the passes he overthrew them. It's a work in progress the way it looks like, but
yeah,
they got other weapons, so they don't have to go over the top. But the problem with New England. Somebody brought it up today. I'm not going to take credit for it, but they said Belichick's had all year to prep for this game. He's got no other opponent since the schedule came out. So for how many months he's like, the Eagles are my opponent. That's tough. That's a tough order, man.
Yeah, because no matter what's happened since Brady's left, like Bill Belichick's a hell of a coach.
Yeah.
So they're going to be prepared. It's whether they execute or the Eagles shut them down. But the Eagles are facing a team that's going to be well prepared.
Did you guys hear? Because they were talking about like prepping for Jalen Hurts, and they said, "Oh, you're gonna have so and so play spy," and Belichick, no, he's like he can't match what Jalen Hurts does, and he said Jalen Hurts is one of the best players, if not top 3 players in the entire league. He's like, I don't have anyone on my defense that can do what he does.
And then he also said if he was there when we picked in whatever it was, 18, 19, we were going to take him.
Yeah, so did a lot of Jerry Jones said the same thing.
Yeah. Did you hear what Hurts said?
Yeah, I did.
He said something along I don't know exactly, but he said something along the lines.
A lot of teams.
Seems like a lot of teams are going to take me. They're all going to learn.
Yeah.
You're going to learn now.
You're going to learn today. What do you say? I love how everyone finally fixed their cameras. I don't know what you're talking about, Phil. Our cameras have pretty much been pretty much the same the entire time. I don't know.
Phil says some stuff sometimes.
I love Phil. I love Phil.
Phil's supposed to get a poker game together. He sends for like the last 4 texts I got from Phil. It's like, yeah, how's this month looking for you? And I give him dates, and then it's fucking crickets.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah, I know. I've been dying to play some poker, man. Definitely for sure. Hey Phil, when's the next poker game?
Yeah, you won't hear from him the rest of the show.
Said no one was available.
I was available, motherfucker.
Yeah. he said only us. Fuck you. Oh man. All right. Oh, by the way, I love Dave Peterson's logo too. All right, Dave Peterson, Jalen Carter, and Nolan Smith are going to be beasts. And he's got the Eagles helmet as his logo. That's all. The old Eagles helmet is his logo. Yep. That's awesome. That's good stuff right there.
I do like the old Eagles helmet. I don't love the Kelly green, but I like the old Eagles helmet.
What? You don't love that color?
Nah.
Grew up. That's the Eagles you grew up with, man.
I know, but I like the darker green. It's more intimidating.
It definitely is. I agree with you there. But that Kelly green, man, it's just, there's just something about it, man.
It's overrated.
Yeah, they won in the midnight green. They didn't win it.
Dude, I hear you. I hear all that.
Yeah.
But I'm
excited they brought it back.
That's the color they wore when I fell in love with the Eagles. So
yeah, I get it. It's kind of like loving.
There was even a color before that.
Well, the light blue and the yellow, the fucking.
What are you getting at? Green? What are you frozen again? What?
Yeah, he's frozen.
The white and the all green.
All right. Good talk.
Yeah, that color.
And he's gone. And he's gone.
He said, "Fuck it."
Nah, I think he's done, dude. I don't think he's coming back. He can't. Yeah, he's having some issues over there. Anyway. All right, so flip the script here. Flip the side.
Defense
against the offense. Well, I just kind of alluded to that, talking about how they're going to prep for Jalen Hurts. They have a task at hand for sure.
I mean, I think that the Eagles defense is dominant. The front four is going to get after Jones. Jones doesn't move well. Stevenson's an all right running back, but he's not.
He's kind of banged up right now.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, I don't know if I don't think he practiced today, or if he did, he was limited, very limited. There's something going on with him. Yeah, he's not 100%. So that's kind of big.
Yeah, I mean,
and Dominguez just gave up the lead.
I just saw that. Yeah, dead center field. That's great.
Yeah, like you're saying, the bullpen's starting to worry me.
Why isn't Sanchez still in the game? It's only the 6th inning.
He did have a little bit of a higher pitch count.
So what, dude? You're in September.
I know. I hear you. He's not even going to be a starter when
he's been one of their best pitchers.
Yeah.
We'll get to the Phillies a little bit later. I don't know. There's definitely some concern coming for sure.
All right. Yeah. I mean, so
God damn it.
Yeah. I mean, in every facet, I don't think that they're New England's a scary offensive team.
No.
And defensively, they're our front four and I like our corners. So
you tell me Schuster is their best wide receiver?
Yep. That's him and who is it? Osborne? Kenny Osborne?
Kenny? I don't know.
Yeah.
That kid Myers is still on there.
He's gone. He's gone.
No, he's with the Raiders.
Jacoby Myers.
The Raiders.
No,
Jesus. With the Raiders. All right. Gary said he'll just do this. He's on YouTube. Steve said, "Hey, you guys." Hey, you guys. Yeah, Phil just said, "Yeah, Raiders." Jacoby Myers went to the Raiders. So, yeah.
I can't wait to see Nolan Smith and Jalen. Nolan Smith and Card.
So
it might not happen tomorrow, but I mean Sunday. But eventually, man, you're going to see them really get after it.
So real quick on Jalen Carter, what do you anticipate?
So before we even get into Jalen Carter, I don't have anybody to give it to, but the onesie of Baby Rhino.
Yeah.
Shameless plug that we're on.
Yeah.
Like, I don't have anybody to give it to, but goddamn, is that not the fucking best?
Mm-hmm.
Check it out on cornerpuffsports.net on our store, Baby Rhino, which is Jalen Carter's nickname, per his team. It's a cute little rhino. You know, it's got his number on his side.
Yeah.
You know, Baby Rhino across the top. Yeah, but a onesie would be awesome for like a kid.
Yeah.
Or an adult, or wear a onesie. That's cool too.
Yeah, I don't know.
Float your boat, shit your pants, whatever.
So, what are you asking, Sean? What do we expect of Jalen Carter?
What do you look at him at the end of the year? What do you think his numbers are? You know, is he a defensive player, a rookie of the year finalist? Is he? You know, you think so?
I'm going to give him 7-8 sacks.
Damn, from a tackle.
Yeah. I think he's just going to plug the middle up. I think you're going to see it immediately that this guy, like, he's ready for the NFL. You had 3 of the best offensive linemen in the history of the game.
Mm-hmm.
All come out and legitimately say that he is so hard to block.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They're double teaming him in practice.
Right.
So, I mean, you're saying he's winning defensive rookie of the year.
Yeah.
He's got 7 or 8 sacks. He's winning defensive.
Definitely.
All right. I'll take it.
So I think he's going to be a dominant force. I just think it's going to be to the point where his stats don't show it, where other guys feed
Kind
off
of like
of what he
Fletcher
does.
Cox type.
Yeah, I think he might get like, I'm thinking like 5. but he's going to be so disruptive, but it's not going to show up on the box score. And you know how those voters are.
Yeah.
They're not going to see that stuff unless you're someone on the inside, like a Brian Baldinger or like a Chris Collinsworth or someone like that who
Brian
really
Baldinger's like,
yeah, like someone like that who watches every snap and sees how these guys play and go, oh my God, what a force in the middle. That's the only reason. That's the only way he'll get credit this year. I just think that they're going to figure it out quick and go, oh, we got to double this guy, and he's going to attract so much attention. It's going to open things up for the outside, like Brandon Graham, Nolan Smith, those guys on the outside. And we'll see what Dean does too. I think Dean's going to be a sneaky, sneaky player this year. I think people are sleeping on him, forgetting how damn good he is. So we'll see what happens with that.
yeah, and you don't need Dean to dominate, man. You just need him to be good. That's it.
Yep.
Just be good.
So, Pop, what do you think?
Yeah.
On mute still, or?
Yeah, sorry, guys. I was engaged. What's the question?
Jalen Carter, what do you
expect of Jalen Carter this year?
I think he's going to be a contributor. I don't know if he's rookie of the year. It's the NFL. People say he was supposed to be the first pick. They said the kid from Washington was supposed to be so great. I haven't seen him on the field since we played the first game with him.
Chase Young?
Yeah, Chase Young.
Yeah.
Yeah,
he's got a neck thing now.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah, so we'll see. We'll see. They talk a lot. They hype a lot. So he'll be a contributor if he stays on the field. He does his work, stays out of freaking strip bars.
Yeah.
I actually have I got hard. Yeah, exactly. I know.
I remember them hyping up Danny Watkins pretty good too. So he decided he wanted to be a fireman.
He was a volunteer fireman, right?
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah.
You like that more?
Yeah, he's not going to be Danny Watkins. He could, he could be a Jerome Brown.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got that. Like, I think the potential.
He's got a lot of work to do.
I think the potential is definitely there to be like one of the great, like an Aaron Donald type player.
Jerome Brown's a pretty good comparison.
Jerome Brown, Warren Sapp. I think he's going to have a really, really, really good career.
There's the optimism, Ryan.
That'd be great. That'd be great. He certainly has the pedigree, and hey, he can come out and sack Jones 3 times, man. We can all be, anointing him.
I was fired up when they took him. I mean, I remember them last year talking about before they took the tackle. I can't remember his name that they grabbed from the
Jordan
last year.
Davis.
Jordan Davis, yeah. When they took Jordan Davis and they were watching Jordan Davis, they're like, "Yeah, Davis is good, man, but that dude next to him,
yeah,
but that dude."
And they're both Eagles.
Yeah,
I know, right? Like, what were the chances of that?
I've said
Absolutely
it before,
insane.
and I'll say it over and over. That defense was considered one of the best college defenses ever.
Yeah,
5 of them are Eagles.
Yep.
I actually have audio of how Chase Young hurt his neck.
Oh my God. I thought he got his hair caught under a tire.
Or somebody else is going to hurt their neck that we're going to talk about a little bit later, doing something like that, right?
Look at that.
What's that?
Hanging out.
Oh yeah.
He squatted 605 pounds.
Yeah, you see that from Dave Peterson right there? Jalen Carter, 6'3", 313, 5'15", 40, 28.7 vertical, and squats 605.
See, this is why I'm so glad to have Dave back.
Yeah, he hit you with shit like this. Yeah. 605 pounds in squats.
See what you can do when you don't shoot your mouth off all the time?
Man, it's crazy. Are you really trying this again, Gar? Are you going to really try this again?
There you go. How you feeling, Gar?
Give it a minute.
Yeah, hold on. I'll answer your question in a minute.
Now we can't hear him. Nope, can't hear you. All right, you're out. We can't fucking hear him. Like, what good is that? He just took the headphones off. Hold on, let me get back to him. Hold on.
You there?
There he is, right here. What happened, Gar?
He closed
Yes,
the.
he's back.
Oh my god!
Oh, it's muted.
All right, Gar.
All right.
Sorry, man. All right. Gotta love the virtual, man. This is why it's a little tough. It's tough to do virtual sometimes, and it is what it is, though.
It's funny though sometimes.
Yeah, it is. It is.
I
All right.
had to do
All
it
right.
tonight, though.
I know. It's all good, man.
Yeah. If you're hosting, it's tough to do a show and then host later in the week.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it was just like getting Corey from school. The dog's sick. It just.
Yeah.
Polsky got kicked off of Facebook on our thread.
Oh, what'd he say?
I don't know. I'm trying to find the last thing he said.
It's Kelly's not even on there, is he? Who's
Wired ass is your specialty.
So we got kicked off for that? Oh my god. Dude, it's Facebook's so freaking lame. All right, so why don't we
Fuck you, Mark Zuckerberg.
Why don't we do our season predictions? And then we'll do
the Barkley story before too late.
Yeah, I want to do the game by game picks last.
Okay.
All right, we'll do that later. We'll save it for last. No, for the week one. But why don't we do our season predictions? And I guess I'll throw out a topic, and you guys tell me what you think is going to happen. So why don't we start? We kind of already did. Well, NFC Offensive Player of the Year.
I know you went Jefferson.
Yeah. Actually, it's technically Offensive Player of the Year, not NFC and AFC. So just Offensive Player of the Year. Yeah, I went Jefferson.
It's the whole league.
The whole league. Yeah, for sure.
I'm going to go Trevor Lawrence.
Really?
Wow.
Yes. Now I know how it's going to sound because he's my fantasy quarterback, but
yeah,
it's not it. Honestly, that playoff win they had last year, that's like a character building win. I think they're coached well. I think Trevor Lawrence is the real deal. I think he's got weapons around him. He plays in a terrible division, so I think it's like that's 6 wins and 6 good performances there. Yeah, I'm going to go Trevor Lawrence. I think he has a big year.
Wow, that's a bold prediction, but I like it. He add a couple. He's getting Calvin Ridley this year, so okay. What do you think, John?
Good as any. Yeah, that's a good one, man. Christ, it's always a quarterback, right?
Most of the time, yeah, for sure.
Is it okay?
Gary said a private.
I guess I got to go with Barrows to be contrarian. That was a good one. I like that. I also picked him for that reason. I think he's on the ascent. Lawrence.
Yeah, we were actually.
But yeah, go ahead.
No, I was going to say, Pop and I were actually talking about this. Is this his 3rd or 4th year? And is this his 2nd or 3rd year with Doug?
It's Burrow's
fourth. No, it's Lawrence. It's Lawrence's 3rd year, 2nd year with Doug.
Yeah,
okay, so you were right.
It's Burrow's 4th.
Burrow's 4th. Yeah.
Burrow's 4th. Yeah, if he's okay, if his calf's okay, he's got.
That's not a bad one.
I can't see any other quarterbacks. You could do the Mahomes thing if you want.
Could be Hurts.
Could be Hurts.
Hurts is as good as any. If you hope and people talk about him still working hard and driving hard, there is progression with Hurts. You could see another tier or level to Hurts, which man, that'd be pretty good. I don't know how you compare him then, because he's a special style quarterback with his running ability. So now you're talking about disciplined Randall or something. I don't know.
That's a good point. I like that, John.
Like a young type.
Yeah, because Randall had it all. He had it all. He just made some boneheaded decisions.
Yeah, he could play quarterback the way it's got to be
Right,
played.
right. And like we all said it from the beginning, from the neck up, Hurts is everything you want in a quarterback. Everything you want. And last year, you seen the physical attributes start to catch up with the mental.
Yeah.
Like it, and he's only going into his like third full year as a starter, so like he might have another level, which would be. Whew.
Christ, I don't know what that looks like, but
if Jalen Hurts gets to another level, he's the offensive player of the year, no doubt.
David, so he said, "Are we picking quarterbacks?"
I'm changing my pick. I'm saying Hurts.
Dave Peterson said, "We're picking quarterbacks or offensive players." David, it's usually it's the best all-around offensive player.
Yeah, I went with Trevor Lawrence, Dave.
I'm going to go McCaffrey.
McCaffrey. So you think he's staying healthy all year, and then he's going to
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
I mean, if he is healthy all year,
that means that they're probably giving the Eagles the biggest run for their money.
Yep.
So, Dave Peterson said Jamar Chase is his.
Thinking Jamar Chase.
Jamar Chase is his. So,
and Sean went with Justin Jefferson.
Justin Jefferson, yeah, who won it last year too. Yep. I don't know, man. That dude, he's in a different universe.
Yep.
All right, defensive player of the year. I think this one's a little easier. I think.
Not picking AFC or NFC.
This is in general, yeah. So I'll tell you right now, I went with Micah Parsons. I just don't. Joey Bosa just signed a major deal. So when I wrote, by the way, I'm going off my article. I'm going to obviously give my same answers. That's what I think. Latest article, NFL Crystal Ball, is up on cornerpuffsports.net. So check it out. But I went with Micah Parsons. I think that he's going to be something to be reckoned with. And
who is he? Help me, Sean.
He's a linebacker from Cowboys.
Yeah, the Dallas linebacker.
No, not that kid Parsons on the line.
Yeah, no,
That plays the defensive line. He's considered a linebacker.
Yeah. The Cowboys, yeah.
All right, I'm gonna Sean, I think I agree with you, but for conversation's sake, I'm gonna go a different direction. And the Marlins are winning.
Home run.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
Fucking big nose Strom. Fucking guy.
So for conversation,
through your head, you Jew motherfucker, you.
I'm gonna go Sauce Gardner.
Okay. Dude, I thought about that. I was torn, yeah.
I think I picked the Jets to win that division. Their defense is solid, and they made moves to get it better. Sauce Gardner going up against Garrett Wilson every day in practice, all that can do is make you better. So I think he has, one of them monster cornerback years.
Okay. Who you got, Mike?
Going with one of the Boses seems like it's a little bit too
it's not
predictable. You know what? I'm gonna go TJ Watt.
And as you said it, Dave Peterson just said if he stays healthy, TJ Watt.
Yeah, because TJ Watt got hurt last year and was him coming back this year.
I thought about that too.
Yeah.
You remember the game he had last year? It was the opening weekend when they played the Bengals.
That was insane.
Joe Burrow threw 5 picks, and TJ Watt was in the middle of everything.
Yeah.
Just disrupting shit all over the place.
Dude, I'm not saying he's on that level because we don't know, but like he has the potential. What if Nakobe Dean ends up turning into even if he becomes half of what TJ Watt is?
Oh yeah,
like that would be incredible. I don't think that's so far fetched. Like
I don't either. Like Nakobe Dean is a little undersized, but like he dominated the SEC. He dominated that position.
When we watched him last year play a little bit, he was all over the field.
Yeah, but why didn't he play?
I don't know.
That's what worries
because
me.
Gannon's a fucking asshole. Like I don't know.
No, I mean I feel like there's something. I feel like there's a reason he didn't get on.
So he went from not playing to now being the guy calling all the plays on the field.
Right.
Something doesn't make sense. You know what I mean? Like,
but who was the middle? TJ Edwards turned into something that the Eagles didn't think he was, and for the
what the fuck?
But the first half of the season, Kaiser White played good.
Yeah.
And it was working. You were like 9-2.
Yeah.
So I think that's what happened. I think if
Kaiser White was playing so well.
Right. If Kaiser White's decline happened earlier in the season, I think you would have seen Dean.
Well, I think, that's probably a good point. Because they did sign him to that 1-year deal. They paid him a decent amount of money. Hey, let's just give Dean another year. Because wasn't Dean coming off a little shoulder? Shoulder injury. So, hey, why don't we just ease him in a little bit? So, all right, I'm good with that. All right, that leaves. John, any picks there?
Yeah, Hassan Reddick.
Wow,
I like it. It.
It's possible.
I think Carter in the middle of that line is going to just collapse the pocket.
All right.
He said he wants 20 this year.
Okay.
Dude, with that middle, possibly.
It's not crazy.
It's good as Hargrave was last year.
They're better.
There might be better.
They're better. Jalen Carter's a better football player than Javon Hargrave.
And he on the stat sheet, he may not get those numbers, but I think he's going to attract so much more attention than Hargrave did.
Okay.
I don't know.
He's younger. He's probably stronger. He's more motivated. Like I'm not saying that Javon Hargrave didn't,
he's motivated.
Right. But like I just feel like Jalen Carter could be one of them generational talents, man.
I think we might need to name this show Ryan's Man Crush.
Whatever. No, my man crush is Jordan Love, who I got with the last pick of the draft.
Oh,
yeah, he did. All right. Let's go. Let's go rookie of the year for the NFC.
Who's first?
I'll go first because
we know who you're taking.
I'll go first because I think John, from what I understand, may like this. I'll go Jahmyr Gibbs. Okay, so last night, Gibbs only carried the ball like 6 times. He averaged 6 yards a carry. Every time the ball was in his hands, he was elusive. He was explosive. What the hell was that? You heard that?
Yeah,
right? Jesus. Yeah, we got something going on here. I don't know. I'll have to figure it out tomorrow.
I gotta grab a beer.
He was elusive. He was explosive. He made people miss. He looked like a completely different player than what you got from David Montgomery. David Montgomery was slow, sluggish. This kid comes on the field and he's all eyes are on him. Dan Campbell said before the game, a week before, said, I'm going to ease him into action. I don't want to throw him into the fire his first game. Why? I get that because you have David Montgomery, who's a veteran. It makes sense. I'm telling you right now, by week 3 or 4, Jahmyr Gibbs is getting more carries than David Montgomery, and Gibbs is taking over that team as far as being the running back there.
So you think he's winning more rookie of the year?
I'm picking him as rookie of the year for the NFC. Yeah.
Where's that dude with the stats? Dave, give me stats on the physical build of Gibbs, would you please?
There you go.
Because he looked a little slight, and I don't know. I see it now as a split, and I did a 3rd round pick on that guy. I put some capital in with him, but their offensive line's really good, man.
He's 5'9", 200 pounds.
That's yeah.
Well,
that was the concern of him, I guess.
So he's
right?
not going to be a
I don't know, 5'9". I'm
200.
5'11". Yeah, 5'9".
5'9" and 200.
200's big though. It's stocky.
Yeah.
But
now other guys have done it. Other guys have done it at that size.
In comparison,
I'm hoping you're right.
In comparison, Bijan Robinson's 2 inches taller and 15 pounds heavier. So pound for
That's a
pound,
prototype.
they're not way off, but it's not as far as I thought it was going to be.
right.
So you took Gibbs, Sean?
Yes.
Who'd you take, Mike?
I didn't go yet. I don't even.
All right, I'll go, Mike.
Go ahead.
I think it's Bijan Robinson.
Mhm.
I think he's that's probably the chalk answer, but I think he's going to wind up being like 60% of their offense. So the volume so much, I think they're just going to run them into the ground. So I'll go Bijan.
My only counter that is that I think that line blows where the Lions offense line's pretty good. I think that line is awful. I think Ritter, we don't know anything about him yet. Those receivers, you don't know. So why not Drake London? You don't know yet because he got hurt. Like Drake London has the potential. Kyle Pitts, I think he's an average tight end. It turns out like he's nothing great.
Nope.
So I think that the defenses are going to just load up on him. I think that's going to hurt his stock a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if he wins. Obviously, I mean there's a reason why you're taking the 8th or 9th overall, or 8th, I should say, because the Eagles were 9th. So
You know what? I got mine. It's weird that it's a dark horse because he's the number 1 overall pick.
Oh.
Why not Bryce Young?
Okay.
I mean,
you took my pick.
Oh, sorry.
All right.
Yeah, I mean, that division's awful.
Yeah.
Carolina could easily win that division. Miles Sanders is a decent back. I know they lost their receivers.
They lost DJ Moore, yeah, but still. And
They got a lot of young talent on defense too.
What was that asshole's name? He changed the name to fucking Chosen. God damn it, the other receiver they lost. He changed his name to Chosen something or other, and he's gone.
Robinson.
He was with the Jets.
Yeah. What the fuck is
looks like fucking Skeletor with dreads.
Robbie Anderson.
Yeah.
Oh, Anderson.
So he's now Chosen Anderson.
Really?
Yeah. Chosen.
Nobody wants to choose him.
No, Chosen I think with a Z too. If I'm not
Yeah,
mistaken.
he's like the guy from the Karate Kid.
Yeah,
right.
exactly. You keep that for your correction.
You like?
You like it? You like? And John's was also Bryce Young, yeah. AFC, I went Anthony Richardson.
Oh, so that was the NFC.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so if we're going AFC,
I don't think the Colts are making the playoffs or anything like that. I just think that Anthony Anderson, yeah, the guy from fucking all the comedies. Anthony Richardson is going to be a Justin Fields-esque type of player for them, where he has to pretty much do everything. So I think his number is going to jump off the charts. Rushing and passing, he'll be mediocre, but rushing, he's going to be all over the place.
Yeah,
Okay,
they don't have a lot of wide receiving.
You took mine. So yeah, I agree. I'll tell you, man. Every time I see him, he reminds me of Donovan McNabb.
He does a little bit. He has the old a little bit.
Yeah, he
Here you go, John.
the ball down the field. He's got a rocket arm, and it's the intermediate stuff that he's kind of struggling with. Like it's
No, he's 5'11". Okay, that's a little better.
That says 5'11". Yeah, what Dave just brought up. I said
Yeah.
5'9". That was on Wikipedia.
Mm.
Yeah, he's 5'11", 200.
He's 5'11" with spikes on.
Squats 335, can bench press 225 16 times.
Squats 335. That means he can get through that line.
Well, they'll bulk his ass up. He's in the pros now. He's going to be lifting weight.
Oh, wait. That was. Oh, and 40-yard dash.
He's fast.
18
miles an hour.
Dude, he's fucking fast, dude.
Jesus
That's
Christ.
fast.
He can go 20 yards in 2.5 seconds. Well, almost.
That's crazy. Yeah, dude's got speed. Hey, we know though the Raiders know well. The Raiders, know that speed doesn't always mean a good football player, but there's something different about.
Are we talking about running or in a car?
There's something. Oh, well, that too. I wasn't alluding to that. I was talking about. Remember the Raiders used to always take the quickest receiver ever.
Yeah, like the one that got drunk driving because he was driving
not
too
just
fast.
him, but like years ago, in the early 2000s. That's all they would take is fast wide receivers. Pass on everything else. Just take the quickest wide receiver they could.
All right, you know what? Dark horse. I mean, could easily go Will Anderson. How about we take a shot with Tyree Wilson?
Okay.
Defensive end for the Raiders.
Yeah. All right.
You wanted him, Mike, didn't you?
I mean, I wanted him if we didn't get Carter.
Right.
That's who I was like, all right, if we don't get him, I'm hoping that this guy falls to us.
Then they got Carter and Smith.
Yeah, I was all right with that.
Yeah.
I was like,
I hear you, man.
Look, if worst comes to worst, if all these guys are gone,
that was insane.
I guess I'm fine with Smith at 7.
The NFL's going to
at 30. Yeah, I'm doing fucking backflips.
They're going to regret that. The NFL's going to regret that.
Yeah.
What do you got there, John?
For the AFC?
AFC, yeah, Rookie of the Year.
Rookie of the Year. I don't have a clue.
All right, this one should be a little easier. NFL MVP.
Both leagues.
Both leagues.
All right, so I'm going to Hurts.
Yeah, I went Hurts.
Yeah, I mean, it makes a lot of sense. I'll just to pick somebody else, and I know it's chalk, but Mahomes.
Okay. What do you think there, John?
You taking Barrow? Now, Barrow, you can't pick the offensive player of the year.
Usually,
and MVP.
it's not the same.
Okay.
Yeah, usually not the same guy. So he can't take Hurts.
Well, yeah, he did switch to Hurts.
He changed it to Hurts.
Oh, I switched to Hurts. Yeah, I switched to Hurts.
So Burrow's your MVP then?
Offensive player of the year. Oh, Barrow's, yeah, if Hurts is your offensive player of the year, is Barrow your MVP?
Yeah, this is that.
Yeah.
Oh, he froze. Hold on. I gotta bring him up here. Oh, no. John froze. I can.
Look at that schnoz.
We lost John.
Is he gone now?
I don't know. He's just frozen. All right. Let's just go with who's going to be in the Super Bowl, guys. Because we already did the division winners and all that shit. Who's going to be in the Super Bowl? Who's going to win it?
I said it a couple of weeks ago. I think it's the Eagles and Chiefs again. And I think the Eagles get this year in Vegas. I'm picking the Eagles and win the Super Bowl.
Oh, I lost John. He's gone. Okay.
Back on. Yeah, I mean, I got it sucks. I got nothing else, but it doesn't suck. But I'm with Ryan. That's exactly what I think it is. It could easily be Cincinnati. Mm-hmm. It could be Buffalo. There's other teams that I could see, but yeah, I think it's a repeat of last year, and I think the Eagles take it this year.
Dave Peterson said Eagles Chiefs, Eagles by 7. I'm going Eagles Bengals. And to go with John's MVP pick, I think Burrow has a good year. I think that offense is just so explosive. Nothing yet. Yeah, I'm gonna go Eagles Bengals, and Eagles take the win and win the Super Bowl. So, are the Eagles chalk too though?
Yeah, I think it kind of is, and all the and all the hype behind them can be a little concerning because they're like Everybody's picking them. Everybody.
Yeah, I know.
But when you get past that a little bit,
Not
and
Nick
you,
Wright though. Not Nick
Yeah,
Wright. He had the Chiefs going 20-0. By the way,
he's an asshole.
Yeah, 20-0. Yeah. Yeah,
When
the
you get past all that though, and you look at it,
Well, they clearly can't do that now.
No, they can't.
Who's
beating the Eagles in the
who's
NFC?
beating the Eagles in the NFC?
It's all paper. Like, all right. So here's I said it all along. You give
Lions?
you give me the Eagles, and you give me the other 15 NFC East teams, and you say pick one. I'm picking the other 15 NFC teams.
Yeah.
You know, so I'm not guaranteeing the Eagles to win.
Right.
But if you're telling me I got to pick one team, and out of the 16, I'm taking the Eagles.
Yeah.
Is it possible it's San Fran? Is it possible it's Detroit? Is it possible it's Dallas? Like, all those are possible, and all of those, I think it'll be one of those before the Eagles, but I can't tell you which one. So if I can't tell you which one, and I only get to pick one, the best team is the Eagles.
This is good. With the way things looked last night, and again, we know well enough. Like, there are media outlets out there who are freaking out about the Chiefs losing last night. Freaking out. How can the Chiefs fix this? Here's how I'm like, it's one fucking.
They could catch the ball.
It's one fucking game,
and they didn't. And they didn't have their.
And I'm sorry,
they didn't have
arguably the best tight end ever.
I don't think the lines looked all that great.
They did not look great. They didn't beat the Chiefs. The Chiefs seemed to beat themselves.
They had one great drive, and they had a pick six off the tip ball.
Yes.
And they had another okay drive. Like, it wasn't nothing. It was
right.
And
then one drive where they got stalled because of a fumble.
Right. Oh yeah, that was the other one. Yeah. So they had a chance to put more points on the board there.
But they played.
I'm happy they won me money last night. But still.
Yeah, but I don't know. They played like a well-coached team. I think.
Dan Campbell's he's gained a little respect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To go in that,
not just last night in general.
Right.
Yeah.
To go into Arrowhead on the night where they're celebrating, their Super Bowl championship,
which by the way was lame.
Yes, that crowd had no energy, and there was a lot of blue in it.
Was.
Yeah.
But I think that's granted. Like you said, Detroit didn't play great, but I think that's a big, gigantic win for that team.
It's a statement win, but I just wonder if it's so much.
Yes, they were.
To me, it seems more to me that the Chiefs lost than the Lions won.
I agree.
Yeah,
I agree with that.
Yeah. Now, it is what it is. You take the wins. I mean, it's a win and a loss, and they win in Arrowhead. They at the end of the day, they had more points than the Super Bowl champs in the Super Bowl champ stadium. So,
but the whole point of it was the hype train, and all this stuff, and then the way people react, and the way the media reacts to stuff. It's easy for everyone to pick the Eagles because they went to the Super Bowl last year, but it's the truth, Mike, and Ryan. Like, it's the truth. Like, I'm sorry, like the 49ers. I already explained my concerns about that team last week or 2 weeks ago. I'm not a believer in Brock Purdy. I know, and we don't have to go down this road again, but I'm just not. I just think they're gonna have an issue where they're looking for a quarterback again in the next year or two. Again.
Yes,
because they traded Trey Lance
like
away.
The football gods, like I've said this, like there's no way San Francisco just goes on. Like, that doesn't happen. You don't give up that package for a quarterback and give up on him a year later.
The drama with Bosa, he hasn't played most of the league hasn't played in preseason, but he hasn't played anything in preseason. He's been holding out, and that defense didn't change from last year, and the Eagles hung over 30 points on them last year. So get the fuck out of here with that.
Well, they got Hargreaves. I mean, that's something.
Yeah, and he's going to be going against the best offensive line in football.
I hear you.
Like, I'm not worried about that.
Phillies had 2 on.
I just saw
with Turner, Harper, and Castellanos. and they didn't score.
Harper walked on 4 pitches. Castellanos just got jammed. And although the only thing with that is, and I get it because that guy pitched around Harper probably, but Castellanos swings at the first pitch and gets jammed.
Yep.
Like he swung at probably a ball. Anyway.
Dave Peterson said not having Kelsey at tight end allowed the Lions to put their sights on Mahomes. Mahomes looked good at times, but other times he looked completely overmatched.
That's another thing too. Why would the Chiefs go into the year with a receiving core like this and think it's okay?
That's Andy Reid.
Yeah, like you read.
Yeah, I mean they missed Juju.
Yeah,
like yeah.
Yeah, like-
Juju isn't any like, but Juju was their best receiver.
Tony,
Yeah, like-
oh my God.
there were so many years where like it was just one of them positions that with Andy Reid it just seems like it's not. It's
And
not
Mahomes,
important. Like I don't get it. That
And Mahomes
linebacker with
makes-
Reid his whole career.
Mahomes is the type of guy that can make receivers better than they are, but at some point, like
But these
Mahomes
dudes
is
should
probably getting pissed.
right. These dudes should be fucking packing groceries.
So
Dude,
I'm just gonna say something.
Like their best receiver right now is Scantling, and
I'm
he's a 3 at best.
I'm never gonna get Guinness in a bottle again.
It's not as
No.
good.
No, it's not as good. It's going down way too easy, and it doesn't fill the glass. Like the cans fill the glass.
You think?
Really?
Yeah, better than that. The bottles only fill the glass to there, and like
Is it 12 ounces? It might
it's
be
less.
like yeah.
It's 11.2.
Yeah, it's a difference.
Interesting.
Yeah. So what the? Because it's a nice curved bottle. Like what's up with that?
Although when you get the Guinnesses, you usually get the
Bryce's.
16.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, that'd be the pint. Yeah, that's true. But the cans are pint cans, aren't they? Aren't they
Right.
16 ounces? So the bottles are
Yeah, they
fuck
don't.
that.
You know what? That's true. Like I don't.
I'll
think
never
that,
do the bottles again.
I don't think that Guinness does 12-ounce cans.
No, they don't. They're
all the
pint
pint
cans.
cans, yeah.
I'll never do the bottles again. That's
Yeah.
I put the first one. I'm like, why is it only halfway? Do they short me? You know, like looking in the bottle, like what's going on here?
It comes in pints.
It comes in.
I'm getting one.
don't know what we're yelling about.
All right, let's we'll do the weekly week 1 predictions in a second here.
I want to bring up one more topic with the
Yeah,
Eagles.
go ahead.
So with what happened last night, we all watched the game. The Chiefs look, I don't know, mediocre without Travis Kelce.
Right.
So he's obviously probably their most important player outside of quarterback. Quarterback doesn't count.
All right.
Who's that player on the Eagles?
I mean,
Other than offensive line,
Just who's that player?
but even
Lane
then,
Johnson.
yeah, when he was out, what 2 years ago, was he out at all last year?
I think he missed.
Did he miss a game?
Yeah,
last
he
year?
missed the last 2 because he had that the
Right.
surgery he
Yeah,
had.
coming back. Yeah.
Like
That's
a
right.
torn abdomen or something.
And then he came back and they didn't.
But
think he was-
but it's harder because Hurts was banged up, so we don't really know what the full situation. Remember, because Hurts was hurt with the shoulder, so that's kind of hard to gauge how much of an impact it had on this offense.
If you're talking a position player, it's probably AJ Brown.
Yeah.
See, I went the other way.
You want Devontae?
I want Devontae Smith.
Hmm.
I just look at it like I'm taking nothing from AJ Brown, obviously, but AJ Brown's good because he's just big, strong, and fast. I think Devontae Smith makes the whole thing go. Because when, it's 3rd and 7. 7 minutes left in the fourth quarter, you're down 3, and you need a first down. Like, more times than not, it's Devontae Smith. You know what I mean? He runs precise routes.
Yeah.
And he catches
short-handed.
He's a fucking vacuum. Yeah.
He's short-handed, dude.
But at the same time, AJ is the big, strong guy that you're like, yo, I need you to go up and get it. Like, again, we're splitting hairs. We love both.
Is this the best 1-2 combo receiving combo we've ever had?
Yeah. Absolutely. That's not even a question. Who played on the other side of Carmichael?
Carmichael.
Who played on the other side?
It's Quick and Carmichael at one point.
Yeah, but that was at the end of Carmichael's career.
Yeah.
Like Carmichael never had another dominant receiver on the other side.
Yeah, just going by names alone. But yeah, we have to look at the numbers and like see what like Quick and Carmichael like were doing, like what Carmichael was doing at the end of his career there.
Right.
Yeah. And the other conversation, I think about this for next week because we're gonna have it. I want to have this conversation next week. Eagles Mount Rushmore. All right, so I'm not doing it this week because we have enough to talk about, but let's think about that next week. We'll do 5. We'll do your top 5.
Just the Eagles?
Best Eagles players, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Next week.
Wow.
Yeah, we'll do that next week.
It's too hard, but whatever.
That's what she said. All right. While you're drunk, and then we'll talk some Phillies.
We got to do the Charles story, too. That could be part of the why you're drunk.
It's time to catch up on some things you may have missed.
Do you think a six-pack is acceptable?
While you were drunk.
I'm drunk and I love cats. What more do you need to know?
All right. I think this is going to be epic. We have a lot of celebrity deaths this week.
Cock. And something with a cock.
It's a unicorn.
Well, he's seeing something. Out there in Margaritaville, Jimmy Buffett died.
The weeks has been so long that I felt like this is 2 weeks ago. And I was like, why didn't we talk about this last week?
No, he died the day after the show.
Jesus Christ, it seems like so long ago.
That's what Jesus.
That's because you were in paradise with a cheeseburger, Mike.
Jimmy Buffett's in a cheeseburger.
I wish I was in paradise with a fucking cheeseburger. Are you kidding me?
He's in paradise with a cheeseburger shoved right out of his asshole right now.
Yeah.
Talk
about a one hit.
Like,
fine, cheeseburgers in paradise. Fine. Talk about a 2-hit wonder that fucking made a career out of his entire career.
Out of 2 songs.
People like
2 songs. Like,
people
fucking songs. And
people driving with a pickup full of fucking sand to create their own goddamn beach for their fucking tailgate for 2 fucking songs. This motherfucker, the biggest fucking genius on earth.
Yeah, I know. 2 songs. He toured it for fucking 50 years.
Motherfucker drinking all the time. Like
that's all he did.
Fucking life.
That's right.
That motherfucker, he would take 3 weeks off because he was like, fuck it, I'm only going to have a show every 3 weeks. And it fucking made.
Dude, he sold out Citizens Bank Park.
I'm so mad at him.
Every year, he sold out Citizens Bank Park.
And they sucked. The song sucked. I'm sorry, the song sucked.
So Peterson said, I just bought a new pair of flip-flops. J. Parr, no more nibbling on sponge cake. Watching the sun bake. So the thing is, so I went golfing the very next day, nice, bright and early, which I almost didn't make the tee time.
Yeah, Steve told me.
Oh, my alarm clock never went off.
Oh shit!
Yeah, something happened with my phone. Anyway, I made it on time and had
all the beers on Saturday might have had something to do with it.
The best front 9 of my life. I shot a fucking 40.
Steve did say that he's never seen you shoot better.
Yeah, I shot a 40. Did he tell you about my chip?
No, he didn't know.
You chipped one in?
I chipped from 45 yards out or yards out, feet out, 45 feet out, coming off the rough and down this hill, and I'm watching it and just
right in. That's awesome.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
Nice. You shot a 40.
Shot a 40 on the front 9. Yeah.
Damn.
And he drank a 40.
Yeah.
I'd have drank 5 40s if I shot a 40.
Probably should have. Two birdies in a row for the first time in my life.
Nice.
Yeah, it was good, man. Anyway, enough.
Edward 40's hands. Take 2 40s in your
Edward 40's hands. Where's my fucking thing at? Here it is. There it is.
Oh, good for you.
Enough talking about that. So, so the guys I was golfing with were all upset. Oh man, he was such a nice guy. He opened up restaurants and opened up a hospital.
Of course, they fucking open up restaurants, motherfucker. 2 songs, hey, fuck it, let's make this. Let's open up cheeseburgers in paradise.
Nah, when people celebrities, when they got all that money, when they give it away, it's because the IRS is coming after them.
What do you say here?
That's
No
why.
No looking for a shaker of salt. Just laying in
That might be the name of our show. No looking for a shaker of salt, just laying in a vault.
You gotta write that one down, Sean.
That might be the. He's come up with some good one-liners. That might be his best.
That's good.
All right, we'll remember that. It was good, Jay. All right, so
I love how a comment comes up and when you take it down, it's football season again.
Oh yeah, why is that still up there?
No, leave it there.
No,
leave it there. Because somebody will see football season and then tune in and hear us talking bullshit.
No one's tuning in. They see how
Yeah,
long
that's
we've been on the fucking air already. An hour and a half. They're like, what the fuck is he doing?
Hour and 20.
Hour and 20. Yeah. That was good. All right, so these guys are like, oh, you know, he made a career out of it, and he opened up a hospital.
Hour and 20 is also how long it's been since the Phillies fucking scored a run.
And he's done this and that, and blah blah blah. So then I came home, and my stepfather-in-law was like, I saw your post about Jimmy Buffett, and you said I can't wait to talk about him next week. I just want you to know, I really enjoyed his music.
All 2 songs of them.
I wish you wouldn't do that. I was like,
sorry,
I can't say the rest for the rest of the guys. I can't say the same for the rest of the guys. I mean, look, did I hate him? No. Do I think he was completely overrated and I didn't get the fucking parrot head thing? Yes.
Yep.
I completely did not understand that at all.
Yep. Angie loved them. She loved them.
It's the same thing with the Grateful Dead.
Now the Grateful Dead
had 2 fucking songs.
I guess they had more than
the Dead has. Dude, my aunt's husband followed the fucking Grateful Dead around the country. The motherfucker didn't have a job. And followed them around. I'll never forget. He had this big ass stupid fucking van and the stupid sticker with the skull with that dumbass symbol in there. And
did they have more? They had more than 2 songs.
His fucking van
driving that train high on cocaine, keep trucking. What's the
trucking
other one?
and
high on cocaine.
That train high on. Oh yeah, so you're right.
All right, doesn't matter.
Song,
they had 4 hits.
And Gray, Touch of Gray. Those are the 3 songs they had.
All right, so he said I had one more than the parrot.
I was got in his van. It smelled like a fucking skunk's asshole.
Wore tie-dye.
Dude,
that didn't wash his hair.
Hold on.
No more parrot head.
So
now that I'm cold and dead.
I went to the Temple game, right? My daughter, club box suite. Good for you, right? All of a sudden, Maddie's like, "Did a skunk go on the field, Daddy? I smell a skunk." He's like, "Yeah, it must be it there."
Yeah.
It stinks.
She got her first experience.
She's like, yeah, that damn. I don't know where that thing could possibly be on the field. Terminator somewhere around.
It's such an innocent question. That's awesome.
That's awesome. That's great.
We're we're in the suite, so like that like it's right past like the concourse. So there's people like in the concourse, like, and it's just like the whip is just coming up.
All right, so
you'll understand when you get older.
Rest in peace, Jimmy Buffett. You fucking money making cocksucker. You.
Yeah, when she's 15. And she starts to say something, I'll be like, "Yeah, when you were 8."
Yeah, remember when you said, yeah.
You don't remember it, but I do.
So, Gary Wright also passed away. Dreamweaver.
Oh,
we can't make it through.
I worked with a guy named Dave Weaver, and there was a guy in our fantasy football league called Dave Weaver.
Oh, that's
and that's all we did.
That's awesome.
We went out to happy hours or something, and I would just go up to the jukebox.
Oh, that's all. That's pretty good. He's probably all pissed off.
Yeah, that made me mad. Like, how many fucking times you got to do it?
Dave Peterson said, "I say they have a weekend at Bernie's with Jimmy Buffett's farewell concert." Well, first of all, they can bring him out for one song and then take him back to the backstage before he starts to stink.
It's true.
Nobody
knew the difference. He's probably already been dead for 10 years. How would anybody know?
He's what he say. I already pulled my sandals. All right, so this and also the singer of Smash Mouth, Steve Howell.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah,
Yo, did you see the meme?
No, not yet.
All right, so there's somebody bowling, right? And their head, it's a globe. And you see the dude's head as the bowling ball.
Mm-hmm.
And it says, somebody once told me the world was going to roll me.
Oh, my God. So I got it.
I was cracking up. I guess you guys don't find it funny.
So was it his head,
It was
though?
a chuckle.
Yeah. But it was just his face on the ball. Like,
I guess I feel a certain way about it because I fucking grew to hate him because I got
you
into
had
a
a
big
fight
argument.
with him.
I got in a big argument with him. And I found it.
Oh my God.
So this was.
They
So
didn't
I
want to show
thought.
up to the parking lot, Joe.
I thought this was when the Phillies signed Bryce Harper. It was after. It was the year. It was the same year they signed Bryce Harper.
Okay.
And Bryce Harper got off to a little bit of a slow start and started hitting home runs. And the Phillies put out, "Hey, now you're a rock star." Oh no, it was I'm sorry. The Phillies reacted to Smash Mouth. The dude from Smash Mouth, Steve Howell, said something about, "I don't understand this. You guys treat him like he's Ted Williams. I can't wait to hear your fans boo him." And then the Phillies, when he hit a big home run in early May, put the Phillies up 7 to something. I'm trying to read it, 7-6 or something. "Hey, now you're a rock star. Get the show on. Get paid." So hashtag ring that bell.
Right.
So Smash Mouth responds and says, "Yeah, I've determined he can hit. He's a special player, but that's the point exactly. He's going to pull through and take over games, but not every game."
It's baseball.
What the fuck does that mean? So I wrote,
Of course you did.
Ted Williams fouled 7 out of 10 times, and yet still considered the greatest hitter of all time. Way to completely backpedal on your lame response. He responded back, "I guess I'm going to have to continue to connect the dots for your brain here." Exactly. So why boo Ted Williams when he didn't hit a double with bases loaded 70% of the time? Actually, Ted hit closer to 400.
Right.
Right? Once. You fuckhead. Ted Williams hit 400 once.
Right. His career average is like 330.
I said, I don't know what you're talking about. The fans have not been booing Harper every time he fouled, nor did they boo him every game. No one expects him to be Superman, but they were going through a tough stretch at the time. If you don't produce, you're going to hear about it in Philly. Just because the fans want positive results doesn't make the team's fans bad people or make Harper's decision to come to Philadelphia the incorrect one. He wrote, "Whatever, man. I already made my point." And then I said, okay, well, not to mention he only made the move to Philly for the month. Oh, I said, not to mention you said he only made the move to Philly for the money. But I got to say, that's kind of like calling the kettle black. No? Rat race? Streck? You still collecting those checks? Ryan then comments, "I thought Smash Mouth died in 2004. Little did we know, 20 years later, he's fucking dead." I thought I would share that whole back and forth with Steve Howell of Smash Mouth. That was probably my most, I guess, the most.
But rest in peace.
Rest in peace, you piece of shit.
Yeah.
Fuck
no
him.
love lost.
Yeah, have another beer. You fucking drank your liver away.
Yeah. Oh man, I didn't play the fuck. I'll get play it next week. All right, this is gonna lead into our next story. Rape you! We're all rapists!
We're not all right.
So that dude, Danny Masterson, who played Hyde on That 70s Show, has gotten 30 years to life in prison for raping 3 women in in the early 2000s, 2001, 2002.
And somehow it took 20 some years. But all that being
not to
said,
rape them. That'd be a long time.
That's Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ, that's a long time
It's
to
like
last.
torture.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
all
you know.
sore, all dry.
You never know what that fire crotch is.
Just spit on it.
I stuck my big black
So I gotta
right down his goddamn.
I gotta admit, I'm sorry to change the subject for a minute. I knew what that quote, like what movie that was from, but I finally just watched that movie.
You just watched Hateful Eight.
Eight. It was just like I love Quentin Tarantino. It was just one of the movies that just fell through the cracks, and then I forgot about it.
I'm not sure if I've seen it yet.
Oh my god, it was so good, so good.
The first time I saw it, I was I watched it again. I went, okay, I like it a lot.
Yeah, it's good.
I like it a lot.
It's not
So
better-
meanwhile-
it's not better than Kill Bill though.
Going back to Masterson or whatever his name
Yeah,
is.
Danny Masterson.
So we're sitting here and we're chatting. Like
Danny should have
it's-
masturbated.
Oh my god!
We got
no more walking on the sun. Can't have any fun. Can't see anyone. Life is over. I am done.
So meanwhile, we're going through the text, right? It's Sean, Gary, Ryan, and I, right? Sean, Gary, and I are texting about it. This and that. We're going back and forth. Oh, we should do this. We should do this. We should do it on the show. This and that. Ryan's silent. Ryan doesn't say a word, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, Ryan goes, "You know what? Fuck that motherfucker. I'm sorry. There can only be one Bill Cosby."
Who fucking like statutory rape? Like how many people or like drugs?
Yeah, stacked this high. It's
Yeah.
like
I'm getting out in 5 years. Got out in 5 years, pretending he was fucking crippled, like
wide-eyed and this and that.
falling. Remember he fell.
Yeah,
The fuck?
I was like,
The dude's an actor. He was an actor for. Oh my god.
Yep.
I'd be really pissed if Danny Masterson got to bang that redhead though on that show.
yeah,
Yeah.
She was in that show.
Orange is the New Black.
Yeah, Orange is the New Black.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yo, she was all rugged. She had black hair.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was nice in that.
yeah.
But
Couple titty shots.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't think that they actually.
I mean, in a bra and shit, but like,
No.
Yeah.
but she's sexy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I always liked her better than the brunette. That's
Mila Kunis.
Mila
Yeah,
Kunis.
same here.
I always liked her better.
I
Yeah.
bet Danny Masterson did too. I bet he tried.
Oh, I'm
sure
sure
he
he
did.
tried.
Yeah,
Sure.
but
he
she's
tried.
like an Amazon. She probably knocked him out.
Yeah, he tried.
She's tall.
tried with her
She's
and-
big
yeah,
as shit, man.
yeah.
But some of the fucking players, fucking Peterson. Why did I never hear it? New Jello flavor roofies? Why did we never? I never heard that joke while all that was going on with the Bill Cosby stuff years ago.
What the roofies thing?
Yeah, being
Oh,
a new
yeah.
Jello flavor. That's
Yeah.
amazing. That's
That
great.
that is good.
Yeah, Masterson's a piece of shit. I hope he rots in jail. I hope you get the 70s cock up your ass.
It's funny
He's
because they
going to be getting 70 cocks up his ass.
It sure is.
yeah.
He's not built for prison.
No.
I mean, I don't know many people that are, but like,
I caught at the track.
he's definitely not.
Yeah. What was I going to say? I lost my fucking train of thought.
About Danny Masterson. Danny Masturbator. 70 cocks.
70 cocks.
There's something about 70 cocks.
No.
Bill for prison.
70 inches.
70 inches.
Fire crotch. I know your brother said something about like, oh yeah, this and that. How do they know? I was like, you can't hide that fire crotch.
Yeah.
He's really going to feel like Elton John after a month or so.
So
Oh no, that's what it was. So that 90s show's on Netflix, right?
is he on that?
No, he's not on that. How the fuck would he be on? But that's the thing. Like,
Why wouldn't he be on it? Isn't there kids? Isn't it their kids or something on that show? Why
yeah,
would-
but like he can't.
Yeah, but you
He
can't.
was already in the trial when they like,
Yeah.
Oh, was
it's
he?
been going on for
Yeah.
like ever.
Oh, I didn't.
He was already accused for a while. But it's like I guess my
That's all right.
point is
Topher Grace came out and defended him when it first happened, so I hope he feels good. real fucking stand-up citizen. The Phillies are gonna fucking lose this game. 2
Yeah.
outs. Fucking assholes.
But no, it's funny because all the rest of them are on the show, and he's the only one missing, and you know why. But it's still it's still weird.
Yeah.
That it's like
I didn't really care for that show anyway.
I thought
I watched it a little bit, but
I thought it was good.
I hated him.
The Cubs lost.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, that
At least
helps.
the Phillies won't lose too much ground. AB threatens
Schwarber's up. I mean that helps. It's a home run or bust.
AB is back in the news. Antonio Brown threatened players with a gun.
I heard about
while
this.
he was playing in the Arena League. That dude, I'm sorry. How's that dude not locked up or dead yet? Like,
dude,
why is the singer from Smash Mouth dead, but Antonio Brown's still alive? How fair is this world?
Dude,
we can't get more songs from 20 years ago, but we can still get Antonio Brown playing.
The songs
football.
will live longer than he
Yeah,
did.
yeah.
But
he is completely lost control. Like he's not driving anymore.
no,
There's something else driving up there. He is out of his mind.
Mays keeps saying Jason Mays he keeps saying it's Perfect's fault.
Yes. He ain't been right since Burfitt hit him.
Yeah. Yeah. CTE to the 10th degree. You know, like something's obviously going on there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's like the thing from the remember Men in Black? And they open the dude's face up and there's this little alien like driving.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's what's going on in Antonio Brown's mind. There's
speaking of crazy.
Game over.
Man, that was he was
The way
this
he
close
swung.
from freaking crushing that pitch.
Fucking lost this game. You scored 2 runs against this fucking team. Anyway, all right. It is what it is.
Fuck, the Phillies are frustrating.
U.S. Open. And the last match last night was delayed 45 minutes. As they're getting ready to serve the ball, there's commotion. And they look up and they're screaming and shouting. Some fucking climate change activist asshole was screaming and yelling. So security guys tries to take him out. He fucking glued his feet to the stadium floor, to the concrete. Arthur Ashe Stadium.
Right.
He glued himself.
And it's bare feet, right?
Yes, of course.
So I heard about this, but like where I'm confused now, he's insane. Don't get it. But where I'm confused is what does gluing your feet to the floor, like how does that protest climate change?
It doesn't. It's you're not. You're not going to remove me. You know, you're not going to take me. Did you see the last season?
I don't know what it
Always
has
Sunny?
to do with.
Last Sunny
No.
Always last. So there's an episode where Dee keeps super gluing her fucking hand to everyone's door so they can't take her eye out. You know, it's like kind of like it's a funny episode. So I'm staying here. And she's fucking. I can't move. She glues her hand in a fucking closet. Like, so they're trying to remove the door to get her out of there. It's kind of like that. Like, you can't remove me. Yeah, and I'm gonna force you not to be able to remove me. And if you hurt me, it's on you.
Right.
You know, that whole thing. It's like, all right, you ripped the skin off my feet. I'm suing you. You know that. I don't know. Maybe something like that. I don't fucking know. It took them 45 minutes to get that asshole out of that stadium so they can continue the match. Can you imagine being an athlete, playing tennis, running around like a nut job?
Can you imagine being a 19-year-old athlete in Coco Golf? She's 19, dude.
And she's like, what the fuck? Well, and
you know what she should have did? She should have fucking teed off and just tried to hit him in the nuts with a tennis ball.
And her body's just, she's sitting there. Her body's just getting tight.
Tight, yeah.
Yeah, it's funny. It's funny, but it's true, man. Like he could have cost her
could have been a championship.
And
right,
why? Why there?
Right.
Why there? Why?
Because it got the message across that.
You know what I'm saying?
Like, what's the fucking? Why?
James,
It's fucking stupid.
Yeah.
I don't. These fucking people are fucking whack jobs, man.
I just wish that somebody would have teed off with a tennis ball and hit him in the nuts.
Just
Just
like
serve the
90
red news shots.
like 110 miles an hour right at his
Yeah,
balls.
right in his balls.
Mm-hmm.
This will teach you, asshole.
Speaking of asshole, Dodgers pitcher Julio Urias arrested for domestic abuse for the second time in 3 years.
Yep.
First time charges were dropped. He was suspended for 20 games.
Stand up, citizen.
This time he's been completely arrested. Yeah,
he's gonna miss the season, man.
Fucking good pitcher. Good pitcher.
Yeah.
And now
Dodgers falling apart. Him, Betts. But no, I mean, like, how could you look? I mean, it's never good to do at all. But how, like, after one, like, you dodged a bullet after the first time. How do you fuck up again? What an idiot!
He just, doesn't care. Like,
I have people skills.
like I believe he should be suspended for the season next season. And he won't be signed, so he won't make any money either.
Yeah, at this point, I mean, come on. Like, there's no. What is it?
Yeah, who's gonna fucking take that political shitstorm?
Yeah, why would? Yeah, Trevor Bauer. Trevor Bauer is the other one, right?
Yeah.
Like, did he even sign anywhere? I don't know if he's even.
So I don't know now, but I know somebody signed it. No, he's playing in the Japan League, isn't he?
I don't know. I have no idea where Trevor Bauer is.
Yeah.
And that's where he should be. Like, we don't get the fuck out of here. Like, no one's going to take a chance on you and pay you millions of dollars after what you allege. I don't care if it's allegedly or not. If there's smoke, there's fire with things like this. Trevor Bauer. He's playing for the Yokohama Bay Stars. Wow, how about that, man?
Of Nippon Professional Baseball.
32 years old, and he's, really, really good pitcher, too.
He was, yeah.
And
he probably lost something after that.
Yeah. Probably a couple layers of skin off his knuckles. And dinner. He lost dinner, too. So.
Yeah,
all right.
You remember that card Tyler showed you? The Anthony Richardson card he got graded?
Yeah.
He put it on eBay. He made $650 on it.
Dude, that's awesome.
Damn.
Good for him, man.
Yep.
Is this some guy you know at work?
No, my stepson.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah,
he got an Anthony Richardson card, and he got it graded.
It was cool. The card, right? Didn't have a piece of his jersey or something in it, too?
Yeah.
So it was like the card, and then a piece of his jersey
Yeah,
was in like inside.
Yeah.
It was neat. It was really neat.
Yeah,
How much did you buy? How much did you buy for?
$9.
Oh my god!
Nice.
Jesus.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's good stuff right there. Man.
He's gonna walk away with about $600.
That's awesome. Good for him.
Yeah, man.
I think that's it for While You Were Drunk. I'm pretty sure that was the last story. Oh wait.
All right, I need a moment, fellas. I gotta pee and I gotta grab a beer.
All right, cool. So yeah, that's Why You Were Drunk. And I definitely want to bring up this other story. We've been kind of holding on to it for a week or two. But I think it's interesting. Even though most of us here on the show are pretty much fucking done with basketball at this point. For this year,
just a filler talk while Ryan's off since he hates.
But he's gonna like this. He'll like this story.
Yeah, no, not that, but the just the Harden saga. The holding out, this and that, all the stuff that's going on.
Yeah,
it's not working as well this time because nobody sees him as good as he thought he was.
Yeah,
like now that he's trying to hold out and thinking that he's got like leverage.
I'm gonna join somewhere and win the championship with you.
Right?
No, you fat fuck.
Like
you fat bitch.
You old fat bitch! You fat bitch!
That's kind of what I'm thinking about though. I'm like, you can't play the superstar card if you're not a superstar anymore.
Right.
Hey, you're embarrassing yourself, you geriatric fuck!
Sure is.
Like there was a time where you could hold out and the team will take pennies on the dollar.
Mm-hmm.
Now you're only worth a dime and the return's worthless. So nobody's trading you. Like you're fucked.
Yeah.
You became this disgruntled. You became this much of a whiny, like piece of shit to where now that your talent, because you wasted your talent because you decided that strip clubs and partying was more important than winning championships and everything. Like, it's caught up to you, and now you're 32 and you're out of shape, and you don't have you didn't take care of yourself enough to have the prolonged career. You know, at least with like the likes of Durant and some of those other guys, at least they took care of their body to where they're still worth something.
Yeah, he's so look here,
and it sucks because I was so excited
this
about
season. This season, he set a franchise record for assists, right, or assists per game or something. He was great in that aspect, but that's all good and well because the Sixers have become a regular season team.
Yes,
they are. The 76ers are the Tony Romo of basketball.
Yes.
Great regular season, comes playoff time, they don't know how to fucking play anymore. And he had 2 good games in the playoffs. One was without Embiid.
Right.
Where he really had no other chance to step up. It's just I don't know, man. This whole I'm kind of over this whole situation. I'm kind of sick of it. I don't want to hear about it anymore. I gotta be honest. Like I'm tired of James Harden. I'm tired of Embiid at this point. I'm tired of the whole situation. I don't care what they do. Blow it the fuck. And it sucks because I was in favor of getting Nick Nurse because I think Nick Nurse is a damn good coach.
Right.
And maybe he'll bring me back on board. Maybe they'll play actual team basketball where it's not just dependent on 2 players.
And I know it sounds weird, but it is going to be interesting to see what happens in 2024. It is. I know that
you're out of the Tobias contract.
You're out of Tobias. You're out of Harden.
Yeah.
And you still have Maxey, and you got but
I hear you.
Anyway, we stalled enough on that to get Ryan back because I wanted Ryan to hear about this. I know
and Jay just said the same thing. I'm done with drama. So I'm with Jay on this, and I know Ryan's on the same thing. But so speaking of Sixers and their mistakes, this is a pretty interesting story. So Barkley came out recently, and Michael may be able to fill in the quotes and stuff here.
Yeah.
So I'll pretty much give the synopsis of the story. So Barkley was all excited. Was 87 season, 88 season, something around then.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
It's around then, late 80s. You know, this, Moses is done. Dr. J's done. You know, it's a transition period.
Well, no, hold on. I'll get into exactly what it was. So he's on the Bill Simmons podcast, and he opened up about the biggest reason why his career with the 76ers ended the way it did.
Mm-hmm.
That's what he started with. And then the direct quote is, "My phone rings about 6 in the morning, and it's Phil Jasner." Now, Phil Jasner, for those that don't know, is Daily News writer, years, really, pronounced writer. And Charles goes, "Phil, why are you calling me, man?" Says, "The 76ers just traded the number 1 draft or pick in the draft. So they have the number 1 pick in the draft. They traded it." And I said to him verbatim, "Man, the 76ers are not that stupid." And he says, "You guys traded Moses Malone as well today to DC for Jeff Rulland. Jeff Rulland didn't even play last year. Are you telling me these nitwits in Philly traded the number 1 pick in the draft to Cleveland for Roy Hinson, who's a good player, and then not only that, but made it worse by trading Moses?" Yeah. From that point on, we were no good in Philly, man. Trading Brad Daugherty, the number 1 overall pick that year, screwed up my entire Philadelphia career.
Imagine Daugherty with fucking
and that's what he said. He said, "I like when they
they could have had Daugherty, Moses Malone, and Charles Barkley."
Yep.
So they were pretty much in the spot where
and it was 86.
It was 1986. Okay, so 2 years, by the way. 2 years you passed on Jordan.
Roy Hinson and Cash. They got Cash too.
Oh, of
Well,
course. It's good. God damn.
And this is the start of when. That's 30 years of the Sixers.
Take out
organization
2001.
fucking-
Take out 2001. They haven't been relevant since.
No.
Right.
No, they haven't. No, they haven't. It's a bunch of second year or second round or first round exits or no playoff berths at all. That's all they've been for 30 plus years now. They are a joke of a franchise. I'm sorry. They are a joke of a franchise now.
Yep.
They're a complete joke of a franchise.
Well, apparently they've been a joke of a franchise since '86.
They can fuck up a wet dream, this team.
Yeah.
But
Joel Embiid, he's going to stick it out.
Yeah, he is going to stick it out. Of course, yeah, that's fine.
I mean, it's better than the alternative.
So Barkley was pretty much saying, I was basically having dreams about running down the court with Brad Daugherty and thinking about all the things we're going to be able to do together.
The other thing is, he said when he interviewed, he said, "I was out at the bar. I was drunk as hell." He said, when Jazzy, he's like, "I'm going to need a minute." He said he had to take like a cold shower to sober up enough to even like coherently register and have the conversation to talk about it.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
It really fucked them. Yeah, it really fucked them up. So that's 1986, almost 40 years ago. The Sixers.
Dude, that's the
what's the difference, right?
It's the '98 draft. They took Larry Hughes. They could have took Paul Pierce.
Yeah. Yep.
The 2018 draft. You draft Mikal Bridges. You trade him.
Mm-hmm. Dude, I was pissed.
Yep.
That. I'm like, Zaire, fucking local kid. Let's go.
Zaire Smith hasn't played one game in the NBA.
No.
We're talking about the Mikal and
Right.
Zaire.
who, got fucking food poisoning.
Yeah. So, right. So there's that. You look at Markelle Fultz. You look at Ben Simmons. Like, okay. So you say it's not their fault, but the more you look at it, it is. Their talent evaluation, their character evaluation, it's terrible.
Right.
It's terrible.
They
got lucky with Joel Embiid.
Are we okay to skip the Phillies tonight? Because we
that's cool.
I think we are.
Yeah, I mean it's the Eagles.
They lost
season.
2-0, or they lost 3-2.
They're still 2 up in a while over the Cubs,
and they're 4 up total. But I'm going to take a commercial break real quick. All right.
Some people in Washington, D.C. say we ought to defund the police. You know what I say? I say if you hate cops just because they're cops, next time you get in trouble, call a crackhead. See how that works out for you.
That's a real fucking ad, by the way. John Kennedy. Let's just say it's not working out too well for him. He's under a little bit of scrutiny. Yeah, I'll skip the Phillies. Let's do our weekly NFL picks and then call it a show. Does that sound good?
Sounds good to me.
All right, cool.
I gotta make up ground because I took the fucking Chiefs.
We
can't catch Chiefs.
Yo, this fucking guy, one game into the season, one game. Oh, I need these points. Oh my God, I'm already down one game, and dude, calm down. You got to calm down.
You're putting playoff scenarios out there and shit. Like,
yeah,
I hear you. I hear you. The division stuff, dude.
I can't.
In Sean's league, we played a division the first 3 weeks, and then the last 3 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
First 3 weeks, win one. You're still in it.
Yeah. Look, I'm already fighting an uphill battle. Kelsey got hurt.
Kelsey will be back next week.
I know, but this week I needed him.
Yeah. You're good, dude.
Do you see me panicking about Jamar Gibbs, who is my 3rd round pick?
You see me panicking? Travis Kelsey was my 1st round pick.
He's mine too.
You should. He might be dead.
He's going to be fine.
He should be dead with
fine.
that.
I think by the time, I think it's going to be slower than I was anticipating. But I think by the time you get to week 5, 6, Travis Kelsey is Travis Kelsey.
So I'm doing things a little different this year. So we go by this one out when we take our picks. I'm taking away percentages when I make my picks this year.
No, you're not even. Oh, is there a way to remove it?
Yeah. There's another dense view. So take away the.
Oh, all right.
So we got. So I took Detroit last night. They won. I won a little money on that too. Atlanta hosting Carolina. By the way, both teams are 0-0. All right. I just want to put that out there.
It's the hardest week of the whole season to pick.
It always is.
Yep.
I'm actually going Carolina. I'm going the away team. Both teams suck, but I don't know. I think the Carolina kind of. I like Reich. I like the team. I think the team's trending a little bit better.
The only reason why I'm going Atlanta is because it's tough for me to take a rookie quarterback to win his first NFL game. That's the only reason. Not that Ritter is much far apart from a rookie, but it's the only reason.
Okay.
Who you got?
I'm going to go Carolina. I think I'm a little higher on Carolina than most people. I don't know why. I think it's because of Frank Reich. He got a raw deal with the Colts. Raw deal.
Yeah, go ahead.
The only year he got a quarterback, they went to the playoffs. So yeah, I'm gonna go Carolina.
Okay. All right. Next game we got here is Cincinnati and Cleveland. Dave Peterson. Oh, I love when Peterson always gives us picks after we.
Yep.
Peterson says the Falcons 24, Panthers 17.
I'm going Cincy, obviously.
What is this game?
Cincinnati and Cleveland.
Although Watson coming, I don't know if Watson's washed up or not. I don't know.
I'm going Cleveland.
Wow.
Home game. Cleveland's at home. I think the dog pound creates an environment. They're excited about Watson being back. For a full season, I think Chubb's going to have a decent year this year. Not that Cincinnati's not. I think this is just one of those weird games.
Mm-hmm.
Cleveland just barely pulls out a win.
It's possible.
Yeah, I'm going to go Cincinnati, though.
Okay.
Burrow just seems like a guy who...
and that's the other reason. I'm sorry. That's the other reason. Because Burrow's a little... he's a little banged up. Yeah, a little banged up.
I think I'm going a little... I just think Burrow's a guy that doesn't need much time to get ready. I think it's just... He's one of them dudes.
Like, he's someone if you date and you said it'd be ready in 10 minutes, he's ready in 2.
Yeah.
He's already got his nails painted and his hair done.
Yeah,
he's one of those guys.
Peterson, like you just go like Frank Trevin from the Naked Gun, like
and he's ready.
And it's perfect.
Peterson also takes the Bengals, so I'm the lone wolf on that one. Oh, fucking, what's that? Is that NFL Game Day that does that? Fucking the old 49ers coach, Mariucci. When you're a lone wolf. Oh,
I don't remember.
No, you guys don't watch
that. Such a tool. I watched the NFL Network, but
I probably watch that one over any other ones. Jacksonville and Indy in Indianapolis.
Yeah, I mean, Indy's a shit show right now.
Yeah, I mean, the offensive player of the year, Trevor Lawrence. I think the Jags win big.
He's only saying that because he took him.
No, it's not. I took him because I feel that way.
But then again, I also said Anthony Richardson would be rookie of the year, and I took him as a backup. So he might be my starter by fucking week 3.
Who's your starting quarterback?
Dak. That's
apparently
yeah.
Did you see Dak? He got put to sleep for 11 hours for a whole leg tattoo.
So we got a tattoo on his right leg. 11-hour session. He had to be sedated. He's a fucking cunt. I had for that belt, granted, it's not as big as his tattoo is, but that was 3 sessions worth.
Right.
3 hours a session. That's 9 hours.
Yeah.
I was awake for all that time.
Yeah.
That dude's he's a fucking pussy.
Yeah, I think this one
Jags.
The cross, I think that took the longest. That was like 3.5 hours or something because it's all cranky.
Yeah.
But I was awake the whole time.
Yeah, dude, get the fuck out of here with that. Yeah, Dave said that Bengals, all right, Jaguars by 10. All right, we all take the Jags. Tampa Bay goes on the road to take on Minnesota.
This is an easy one too.
Mini.
Yeah, I think so.
I'm not going with Baker.
Yeah,
because Minnesota's not going to go 0-2, right?
0-2.
2-0.
They come here. They come here in
right.
week 2.
That's right. That's right. Because the Eagles play Thursday night.
Thursday night, yeah.
Yep. So actually, technically, that's all right. Eagles will be 2-0 though.
Yep.
Tennessee. By the time we're on the air next Friday, the Eagles will be 2-0.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, we could almost do the I guess stuff. Oh well, fuck it.
Tennessee takes on the Saints in New Orleans. In America's armpit.
I'm going Saints.
Yeah, me too.
I'm actually I'm gonna take the Titans here.
Dude, I gotta say, Dave, it's pretty awesome. Like when you're making your picks, and now I get to see the old Eagles helmet every time.
Yeah, it's awesome.
It's pretty cool. Yeah, we should all change our logo to that. That's pretty cool.
But yeah, I don't know. Something just.
You're taking the Titans.
Something tells me Titans.
Okay.
I think everybody's a little bit. I think everybody's kind of a little bit too far down on the Titans, and everybody's a little too far up on the Saints.
See, I'm not up on
I'm
the
not.
Saints.
Yeah, me neither. I'm not up on the Saints.
I'm
don't down on the Titans though.
Yeah, I am too.
Yeah.
Well, my article, I had Mike Vrabel being the first coach to get canned,
and I completely agree with that.
Did you really? Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, there's something, and it's not his fault.
No, he's a good coach.
I was wrong last year. I said Robert Saleh was going to be canned last year.
But he's a good coach. It just hasn't worked.
Yeah, they just look bland.
Mm-hmm.
San Fran
quarterback. They need a quarterback.
Yeah, Tannehill has been there too fucking long.
Right.
San Fran goes to Pittsburgh to take on the Steelers for their first week matchup.
Love to take Pittsburgh, but I
I
can't.
gotta go to 49ers. Yeah.
Yeah, this it's got to be the Niners.
Yeah, for sure. All right, Arizona. There. Arizona takes on the Commanders. Not that the Commanders are world beaters, but there's no way Jonathan Gannon. See, here we go. I was gonna say that, Dave. I hope Gannon is the first coach to get the boot. I think they have a plan in place to fail on purpose.
He's not going anywhere. I think that I completely agree. It's like the
Brett Brown situation.
Yeah, it's like the NFL version of the Sixers.
Yeah, there's no reason why with Kyler Murray out, you trade Colt. You get rid of Colt McCoy.
But they're tanking to get Kyler Murray's replacement after they sign him to a massive contract.
Yeah, that's
not
and
fault.
They're going to start Murray. Say you're our guy, so they could tank and get his replacement.
Well, did you hear? What's the kid that's going to be drafted? Right now,
Caleb Williams.
Did you hear what he said?
Yeah, that he'll stay in school.
He said if he's not in favor of the first team selecting, he'll just stay for that next year.
Oh,
yep. So I don't know
and
why
then he named like quarterbacks that went to bad organizations. He named Baker Mayfield. Who else did he?
Hunt Jones.
Yeah, but he called out organizations. He said organizations matter.
He's not wrong.
He's not.
We're all talking Washington.
I think Washington big.
Houston goes to Baltimore.
I'm not on the Ravens train, man. I'm not. Lamar Jackson is still Lamar Jackson now.
Yeah, I feel like the hype on Lamar Jackson's a little
like he's
Did you just turn into Herm Edwards there? Lamar Jackson's not the majority. Lamar Jackson now. All right now. All right now. Here we go now.
But he's like, I don't know, man. I heard somebody talking about their offense. They're going to be a spread offense. He's not that kind of quarterback. And who are you spreading?
OBJ makes that, but
right? Who are you spreading it with OBJ and fucking Rashad Bateman? So I'm not on the Ravens train. So
Bateman is a good. Bateman's a good receiver. He got hurt.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, he got hurt last year, and people like me who got burned by him last year were like, "Fuck that! I ain't taking that chance." What were you like? He was highly touted going into last year. Him with OBJ, Mark Andrews still in the middle. J.K. Dobbins is healthy. I think they have a decent team. They're my pick to win the North, and I think they win this game easily.
Yeah, I mean, I think they win this game easy.
yeah, they probably do. I'm just not on the Ravens.
I can believe that. I mean, I can understand that. The Packers, So the first time in 30 years, the Packers.
We know who Ryan's going with.
The Packers go to Chicago to take on the Bears. You want to talk about a team that's overhyped?
Yeah.
The Bears, right?
Agreed. Yeah. I feel like the hype on Justin Fields.
Did they win 3 games last year?
I don't get it.
Me neither. He had a 4 or 5 game stretch where, like, he ran all over the place, but like, he didn't quarterback well.
I don't get it.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm taking Chicago over Green Bay.
You know what I'm gonna do?
I'm not.
So,
of course you're not.
So my football day goes like this. You know, I wake up, I'm excited, usually with a boner. Take a shower, put myself in a jersey, make breakfast for the family.
You rub one out first?
Huh?
You don't rub one out first?
Maybe. It depends. Depends what happened the night before. You know, get up, put the jersey on, make breakfast, whatever. Watch pregame, watch the first game. Now in this case, I'm going to your place this week. But I think I'm going to make it a new thing to watch because I have ESPN Plus.
Mm-hmm.
After that second game ends, to put on primetime. In between the Sunday night game and the last game ends, put on NFL primetime to listen to these 2 assholes talk. Tom Jackson, Chris Berman.
Okay.
Right? I haven't watched that show in so long.
Wait. So they still do that show?
Oh yeah, it's on ESPN Plus.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Yeah, it started like 2 years ago.
ESPN Plus.
Yeah. I'm gonna start doing that again. I'm gonna start watching that shit again. It's just extra work for me to like let me go to that.
Yeah.
You know, like I'm not on cable anymore. I'm on YouTube TV. What's the difference? I'll just
like that's what TV is. It's just apps.
Yep. So
I didn't know they still did it.
Yeah, they do.
So, who are you thinking? Taking Green Bay or Chicago?
Chicago. I'm taking Chicago.
I'm taking Green Bay.
Yeah, fair.
You call it what you want, but I do. I think Jordan Love's going to. I think he's a good quarterback. Wasn't
that
Ron's guy, Jordan Love? Didn't he have a love affair with Jordan Love too?
Yes, he did. That was a long time ago.
He did?
Yeah, he did.
That.
Yeah, a long time ago. His rookie year.
Yeah.
That was only 3 years ago.
No, maybe it wasn't Love. No, it was another backup. It was the Packers though. You're right.
Who else could it be?
Who was before Love?
Rodgers?
Jordan Love was only 3 years ago. No, there was someone else. There's someone else behind Rodgers.
Oh, that dude from Stanford that started against the Eagles that like 5-6 years ago?
Probably. Yeah. Because it had to be like 6 years ago at this point.
Yeah.
You're right, because Love was just drafted a couple years ago.
Right, he sat for 3 years.
Look it up.
No, 2 years. 2 years he sat.
Yeah, look it up. All right. Raiders take on the Broncos in Denver.
It's another tough game.
I really like the Raiders this year.
Really?
Yeah, I think the Raiders are going to be a walk-off team.
Huh.
Yeah, I think they're my dark horse team.
With the Garoppolo,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah,
Not that I did. I'm sorry, you got Mike.
Sorry. I was back and forth on this one.
I'm going Broncos.
Are you going Broncos after all that?
Yeah, I still.
I thought about it and I'm like, I think Peyton does enough with Wilson to at home. That's a good home field advantage there to win. But it was like initially I picked the Raiders and then I switched to the Broncos. After thinking about it. Go ahead, Ryan.
I'm going to Broncos. I do agree with Sean. I like the Raiders this year. But I think you're going to find out about, is Wilson toast? Or did he just have a really bad year with everything else going on?
I think it's somewhere in the middle, believe it or not.
Yeah. I don't think he's ever going to be what he once was, but I don't think he's as bad as he was last year. And they're going to – Sean Payton coach team, I hate them, but they're going to compete. So I'm going to go with the Broncos.
Okay. So the other so 2018 was Deshaun Kaiser. That's not him. No, I know it wasn't. I know that wasn't him. Who the fuck was the other guy?
Yeah, there was a maybe it was longer than 5-6 years ago, but there was a Stanford dude. Rodgers had missed the game. The Eagles went to Lambeau, and this dude started for Rodgers.
Got it. Brent Hundley.
Yeah,
that was.
That's who he was about. Yeah,
Brent Hundley. That was the guy. He was all.
Was he like a Notre Dame guy or I don't know?
I thought it was UCLA.
UCLA, was it UCLA?
I thought so.
I thought Jordan Love was UCLA. No,
it was Cal, wasn't it? No, Rodgers was Cal.
Yeah, I don't know. We're just embarrassing
Moving
ourselves
on.
at this point. This
We
whole
already
show.
talked about the-
I'm pretty sure Brent Hundley was UCLA though.
This whole show is an embarrassment.
Your face is an embarrassment.
Broken connections. Fucking people trying to.
I would could.
You were all right. Yeah.
Yeah. You were perfect. Yeah, you were perfect tonight.
You know what? I don't hear the buzz anymore.
I
Maybe it's 'cause of
still
the
hear.
music.
No, I still hear. Dolphins take on the Chargers, going to LA.
I'm taking the Dolphins. I'm out on the Chargers.
Me too.
I don't like. I don't understand the Justin Herbert praise, to tell you the truth. Like, Justin Herbert's been okay.
I'm disappointed after last year with him.
Yeah, like he's been okay. But
Yeah,
like,
I think last year
he's regarded as like a top 5 guy. Why?
He is.
He's good.
He is pretty good. He is pretty good. But he's starting to fall in the same category as a Philip Rivers type of player.
Yeah.
Where he's.
You mean Hall of Famer?
Yeah. I mean, Philip Rivers.
Phil Rivers went to the playoffs. He won some games in the playoffs.
Herbert's only been in the league for 5 years now. Mm-hmm. This is his 5th year. So, yeah, he's got to do something now. This year is his. If he doesn't do anything this year, forget it. Close the book on him. Honestly, like I think that's it.
Like, yeah, like I mean,
he is talented, man. He's got a good arm. He's smart, but yeah, he's got to make that next step this year.
Right, like you got to put it together.
The only reason why Josh Allen isn't in that same discussion is because the Bills have made it deep in the playoffs.
Yeah,
but he's in the same boat.
The Bills went toe to toe with the Chiefs in a game they probably should have won in Arrowhead.
Fucking back and forth. That was nuts.
The last minute and a half.
They should have.
Oh, that was wild.
The Bills should have won that game.
Herbert doesn't.
Has he even played in a playoff game?
I don't know if he's been in the playoffs yet.
Didn't they have like a play-in game to get into the playoffs against the Raiders?
Where the Raiders missed a kick or something?
Maybe, yeah. It was something.
Yeah. And then they made, that was the year before last.
I don't remember that. No. Yeah.
Like they didn't win the playoff game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going Miami too. Miami seems like a pretty decent team.
I'm sorry, Mike. They also got the most boneheaded coach in the league. So
that dude's a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
Actually, that's the thing. I was between him, and Vrabel for coach to get fired first.
Right.
Rams take on Seattle. Going to Seattle.
Well, I mean, if Arizona's not the dumpster fire, then the Rams are.
I'm actually taking the Rams.
You're taking the Rams?
I am taking the Rams.
Why?
I'm taking the. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna change that. Let me change it because Cup's not playing. Cup's already been ruled out.
Yep.
I'm gonna take Seattle. I'm sorry. I picked this earlier in the week.
Okay.
I just thought the Rams were gonna kind of catch them off guard and maybe score a couple of quick touchdowns, and Cup was gonna be a decent factor and all. Nah, never mind, because Cup's out.
Yeah.
So
In Seattle?
I'm changing it. I'm going.
Okay.
That doesn't matter anymore.
No.
That home field thing for Seattle, that doesn't matter anymore.
Yeah, I don't
that's
know.
a cool stadium though, man.
Yeah.
And
Coors Field is cool.
yeah, so we walked by when we were in Seattle in July. And we walked by their stadium. We go to the baseball stadium, and the 12th man section is like. And not only is it separate, but it goes out like from the stadium walls. It kind of goes up and out. It's pretty
cool.
neat.
That's
it's
cool.
pretty cool. Yeah.
I'm going Seattle.
Yeah.
Like
Sunday night game.
Sunday night's a good one. Dallas and the Giants. Mr. Tattoo Leg and Mr.
I'll be the first one. I'm taking New York. It's
Stink
in
face.
it's in New York. New York's a pretty good team.
Always plays them tough.
Always play them tough, and
Yeah. Saquon back, right? Healthy.
yeah, I'm taking New York.
this is probably the hardest game of the week to pick. Yeah, I got to go to Giants here too. I mean, I think the Cowboys are just on the verge of imploding.
Yeah.
Very close, man.
I'm going Cowboys. I can't. Not yet. I don't think the Giants are until they show otherwise. That defense of Dallas is still very good. I don't think the Giants are going to be able to outscore the Cowboys. That's what it comes down to.
Okay.
That's basically what it comes. I think the Giants defense blows, and the Cowboys are just going to expose them.
Okay.
And the last game is Buffalo and the Jets. This was tough too. I'm going to go Buffalo though.
I'm going Buffalo. I think the hype on Aaron Rodgers is just a little much. Even
I
in
like
New York.
I like the Jets. I like the Jets a lot, but I do think Buffalo wins.
Okay.
Yeah, Dalvin Cook, right? Playing as a Jet. That's gonna be a fun Monday night game. Obviously, normal circumstances, Mike. We would probably head out on a Monday night game.
Yeah.
But the Eagles are playing Thursday night. I think we have to pick and choose there.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, so
That's gonna be tough, man. Thursday night and the podcast the next day. Oof.
Tough for you.
Yeah, it's gonna be tough, man.
You always do it virtually after next week. All right. So Dave Peterson has the Giants beating the Cowboys. So damn, I'm a lone wolf on that one too. Woo. And he has the Jets beating the Bills 23-20.
Did they? I guess.
Wow.
The Bills could be one of those teams that kind of falls off this year. I could see the Bills being that team that implodes.
What the fuck is with that popping
I see
sound?
that.
Yeah, I got to figure that out. There's something obviously going on here on our side, on my side here, that's causing the popping and the buzzing. So, anyway,
that Jets and Bills game is going to be a fun Monday night game, man.
Yeah, it will.
That's going to be a fun game.
That's going to be good.
Yeah,
Monday
that's
night's
gonna be
gonna
some good games.
This is a good.
I'm excited that
list of
football's back.
Yeah, absolutely.
I was happy last night, dude.
Yeah.
Even last night's game was kind of cool.
Yeah, man. Just having real football, man.
You didn't make it through the game, did you, Ryan? You fell asleep, didn't you?
I like halfway through the third quarter. Yeah.
Dude, third quarter, I started dozing, and then I kind of got up, and I was I was fantasy implications and betting implications. I'm like, dude, you better not fucking. And I kind of like jolted myself up, like, all right, we got like 8 minutes left. Fucking come on, Lions, hold on. And I had a 4.5 because I bet it before Kelsey got hurt.
Yeah.
But not much, but still, it's a good start. I got a different philosophy this year too. So when the Eagles play,
That sounds like the biggest sucker betting mentality.
Yeah, it does.
but is it? No, hold on. When the Eagles play,
Oh, but wait, no, this is why it's gonna work.
when the Eagles play, it's going to be easy to take Jalen Hurts anytime touchdown.
Okay.
But I'm going to try. I'm going to try the best I can to stay away from that. I'm going to try my best not to do same game parlays and all this other bullshit. I'm just going points with teams.
You're just picking games.
Dude, the last 3 years in all these pools I do, I'm well over 500. I'm always in the top 5 and picking teams overall, generally.
It was our first time.
So, I think with that, with that being said, like I think that's kind of speaks for itself. Like I know enough football to kind of go against, to pick teams and to just go with that. And that's what I'm going to do this year. I'm not gonna do parlay bets or sucker bets. I don't know. So that's my
okay.
So,
Good luck.
So basically, you're just
Mike
saying,
doesn't believe me. Mike's looking at me. Mike doesn't believe me.
So
Well, I don't know if you're like, not only that, but I mean, I think that you're a little overconfident on like making.
Yeah, so you're basically saying, I know what I'm doing. I'm gonna make some money.
I will pick and choose. I'm not gonna be this fucking. Look.
Yeah, I mean, you're not betting like you're not betting your mortgage. I get it.
No, it's not even how much. As far as money wise, it's when and who.
Right.
It's I'm very controlled. I watch what I do, and I'm careful with what I do. In this case, the money I won last night. All right, that's now house money. I'm not going to just blow it all on one game.
Right.
I'm going to take that, and this week maybe I'll put a little towards that. Next week I'll put a little towards that. See where you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's how I'm going to play it this year.
It's weird because even there's a lot of games that I don't bet. Well, I don't bet very often at all, but the games that I did bet or the games that I looked at where I was like, I don't have the app on my phone. It's by design, pretty much. But if I were to bet, there's games where I'm like, oh, this is an absolute lock.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm wrong like 75% of the time. On the games that I think are absolute locks. I'm like, they're crazy.
It's just like your fantasy teams.
Dude, I made it to the championship in both leagues.
In a team.
In both
in a league full of
leagues.
retards. That fucking league. Dude.
And I won the
Ryan,
championship the year before that.
I mean,
listen, dude, Ryan, if you saw the draft we had on Labor Day, you would fucking blow your mind. It would blow your mind. A dude is taking a backup kicker in the 9th round. In the 9th round, he's taking a backup kicker. We looked at him and said, what are you doing? Like, I'm happy because I'm like, you're 2 spots ahead of me. I'm like, fucking A. Like,
you don't take your starting kicker in the 9th round.
I feel like our team's fucking loaded thanks to idiots like him and some other idiots taking Dallas Goedert in the 3rd round. Like, that's shit like that is like, because what? Because you know him? Like, that's why you're taking him?
Yeah.
That league's a fucking joke. I'm sorry.
Dude,
Like,
some of it, like, I love my brother, but like he was doing so good in that, like when you pick with your heart,
it's his first year.
I tried.
Right.
I tried to help him. He wouldn't take my advice.
No, he did okay.
He took DeAndre Swift 3rd
But
round. That's very early.
Right, Swift in the 3rd round.
I liked his first 2 picks. I thought Gary did okay. I thought Gary did okay overall.
Yeah, he got Jamar Chase and St. Brown his first 2 picks.
I thought that was good.
That's a really good one too.
Right, and
he did
all right. He did all right.
I take his 1-2 over my 1-2. Not that there's anything I could do about it.
Right.
I was
Just 'cause
first.
you were picking early.
Yeah, I was picking. I took Jefferson and Waddle, but
I wouldn't take it over mine.
You wouldn't take Jefferson and Waddle?
No, I wouldn't take Gary's first 2 over my first 2.
AJ Brown and Kelsey?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know, man. Chase is the only thing is consistency. But
Kelsey's consistent as hell.
Right, he's going to give me 18 points a week.
That's what I'm saying. Kelsey is, and Chase is not.
No, Chase has those weeks where he only gives you 6 or 7. But I mean, then he has those weeks where he gives you 60. But
and that's kind of wrong. Like maybe I don't know. Now I'm kind of looking at that. Like Waddle is very consistent, and Jefferson is the most consistent player in the fucking league. So
Waddle's
Sean took
he's got Tyreek Hill on the other side. So there's going to be weeks when he
it
doesn't.
didn't matter last year.
No, last year it didn't matter.
Last year, I mean, he was good, but there are going to be weeks where it's the Tyreek Hill week.
Yeah, I mean Waddle still had more of a consistent year than he had the year before. Last year was his best year. So
Yeah.
I don't know.
I like Waddle.
It just depends.
Waddle helped me get into the championship last year.
Yeah, I wanted him and I wanted Akers. You took them both.
I got deep fucking. I didn't talk about our fantasy teams to close out the show.
So what?
But it was,
because the fact I don't have Kelsey this week, dude, I'm not panicking. Like I like my team. I didn't on draft day for whatever reason. I didn't like it.
You can't panic about that. It's 1 week, and Kelsey will be fine.
Right.
Yeah,
but I like
that.
I like that. But that's what I'm saying. The depth I have, like
you know what you're gonna get.
I like my team. I might fucking finish 0-14, but I like my team.
Who's your 3rd round pick?
Yeah, ETN.
All right, so you're in the same boat as I am. Like I took Gibbs over Mixon, over Aaron Jones. Right? Oh yeah, here's the best part. So I pass on Aaron Jones. I'm like,
I think I took ETN and Aaron Jones as. What am I, first and second? Did I go back to back? I think I went back to back with them as my first 2 picks, but we had the 2 keepers.
Okay.
So in a keeper league, you got ETN and Jones.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, so I'm picking 3rd, right? Or first, the 3rd round. I take Gibbs and I take who's my other 3rd round pick? Oh, Christian Watson. And I'm like, I was between Gibbs and Jones, Aaron Jones.
Right.
4th round pick, Aaron Jones is sitting there.
Yeah.
Like, how do you?
You had to take him.
Yeah. And then like Keith said,
that's the way. And that's the way it played out.
James Cook, like I got a deep running backs this year. I was not expecting that. I was going to go heavy receiver.
Same here, dude. Like I was playing the 0 running back theme. I did it last year and it worked. Like
it's easier to do that.
I took 5 backs. I took 5 running backs. I don't think I've ever drafted 5 running backs.
I have 6. Yeah,
you got 6.
I was the exact like I didn't want to. I didn't want to do I wanted to take receivers, but the running backs that were there
were too much value.
Right, you couldn't let it go. You couldn't.
Yeah.
You couldn't
start running backs. It was the one that was sitting there, and I'm like, how can I pass on this guy? It was trying to look. Oh, was it no James Cook? When James Cook was sitting there,
you're right.
I forget who else was there. I'm like, he's a fucking starter on a high-powered offense.
So who do I got?
I got Ayuk on my bench and Lockett on my bench right now.
So I got ETN, Brian Robinson, Cordell Patterson, Jerick McKinnon.
You might as well cut Patterson. But
yeah. And I dropped Jeff Wilson for Noah Gray. But I couldn't believe I took these many.
I'm usually top heavy on running backs, and I'm like scrounging around in the waiver wire. I'm not going to have to do that this year. My receivers are still strong, so I'm good with that team.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I also got Brandon Cooks on my bench.
Yeah, I got him in another league. I think I have to start him in one league because of Christian Watson getting hurt.
Yeah, I got Brandon Cooks. He's the other one that's sitting on my bench right now.
Yeah.
I got my Jamal Williams, Harris, Ayuk, Cooks, and Lockett.
Ayuk's on your bench?
Ayuk's on my bench.
And Tyler Lockett's on his bench. That's a pretty good team.
So who's your starting?
That's because of that fucking league, because those guys don't know what they're doing in that league.
I got Aaron Jones, DJ Moore, Derrick Henry, Drake London, and Etienne on my starting team.
What pick you have?
12.
And this was a keeper league?
Yeah. Mahomes is my quarterback, so
who's in this league?
Well, guys, guys. Yeah, they're.
Yeah, it's a pretty strong team. That's the keeper league.
Yeah.
Like whose league is it?
It's Buddy Kenny.
No, that's Chris's league.
You didn't have 12th pick.
I did. No, I had 11th pick. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I had 11th pick.
Yeah.
So this this is the league nobody monitors the keepers or anything.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they ruled that out too. By the way, no more keepers.
Yeah, Chris asked me about the keepers. He's like, "Do you want to do keepers?" And I'm thinking about it. I'm like, no one's going to be paying attention.
No.
I'm like,
Nobody
nah.
knew who the fuck had. Who.
I was like, yeah, this is a disaster.
We got to close it out now.
Yeah, I'm like,
so we made a trade. We traded.
So it's the last year with keepers.
Yeah.
So,
Al's all bitter about it.
So I got Herbert, Nick Chubb, Devontae Adams, Hawkinson, and Kittle.
Yeah, I think I made a mistake. I took
George Pickens.
Hell.
AJ Dillon, Addison, fucking Tony. I'm gonna cut his fucking ass. Elijah Moore.
What pick did you have?
We had 12. Yeah. We won last year.
Like how do you?
Because people are taking kickers and fucking Dallas Goddard early. Like nothing against Goddard. You don't have to start first.
You don't have to start a tight end, and he went in the third.
Yeah, and that was the other thing in that league. So Mike or Al and I, right, we're partners. Al, no one out there fucking knows who we're talking about. I don't fucking care at this point. We're in the show 2.5 hours. I don't care. So Al, who's been on the show, who helped build the bar that we do the show on every week, our partners in this league, and I said, I want that guy. Pointing at Hawkinson, he takes Kittle and puts it in. I'm like, no, I want Hawkinson's better than Kittle. Like, what are you doing, dude? I'm sorry. So I didn't say it out loud. Thank God I didn't say it out loud. I'm like, I wanted the other one. I'm sorry. I was about to ask for the manager to back out that last pick by accident because it was an accident. Dude, I'm sorry. I thought you meant the other one. No, what the fuck? We come all the way back around. 21 picks later, Hawkins is still sitting there.
That's dude, insane, dude.
Yeah. I'm like, yeah.
No, but it was like,
get me in this league. Like,
I was sitting there and I was between Lockett and Hawkinson, and I'm like, who do they want? Who do they not want? Who's going to wrap back around? And I'm looking at the two of them, and I seem like Hawkinson might be hurt this week. And I'm not even starting one of the two guys. So
and
I
we
don't
already
even know
took
what I was
Kittle.
thinking of them.
We already took
Kittle.
Kittle.
There was just something about it, and I'm like, all right, I guess Lockett's at least rated just a slight bit better. So I took Lockett.
And we're like, yeah. He's like, fuck. That he was so mad.
Because I could have took Hawkinson and I could have took Lockett in the next round. And I'm like,
we're like, we got fucking Hawkinson and Kittle. Like, so I said, when's the last time someone's repeating this league? No, never. I said, well, here, mark it down. Here's a fucking first.
First time for everything.
TJ Hawkinson. They're like, oh, fuck. Paxton, who? What position does he play?
take another kicker.
Yeah, take another one. Two defenses, anyway. All right.
Yeah, so it was funny as hell though. They're sitting here and I'm sitting right next to Paxton, and I'm just quiet the whole time.
Your mother was a hamster, and your father smelt of elderberry.
And everybody's talking about, they're like, well, what are you guys gonna do for kickers and stuff like that? Or Mike, what do you like? And they're asking me. So finally, like, it rolls around to me, and I'm just like quiet the whole time. And I'm like, he's like, well, what are you gonna do when you need another kicker? Or what are you gonna do? I was like, I'll just pick somebody up on the bye week.
Yeah.
I'll just check the waiver wire.
We took, I forget who our defense. We actually got a half decent defense. I forget the Bill. We got the Bills, and our kicker. I forget. We took.
I don't know. I took two.
Someone with like who has a 13-week bye or something. We're like, well, we don't have to worry about that until week 13.
I took two.
Back, fellas.
He kicks in the dome.
All right. Well, hey, hold on. He's already gone. All right. We'll close it out. Right? Sound good? All right. Guys, everyone that watched the show, hung
I
out
don't know
with
what
us.
the fuck we're still talking on
I
the show.
know.
We just totally went off on a fucking
Who
tangent.
cares? That's what we do on the show.
Everybody else is logged off.
Yeah, no one cares. Jay, even Jay, I think Jay even logged off like 20 minutes ago.
Jay's like, fuck
Yeah,
this.
great show. I don't know what the fuck they're talking about. Peterson's still on though.
What's
Great
up,
show,
dude?
guys. See you guys next week. Good show tonight. There is a feeling in the air. This is going to be a special football season. Fly, Eagles fly,
That's
and the
right.
hunt for Red October continues. Let's go, Phillies. Jay's still here. He just wrote, I'm here. Dave
thanks
is
for hanging out.
Dave's 100% right, dude. There is a feel in the air. This is
I don't know what I feel about the Phils. I'm a little worried about the Phils.
I'm worried about the Phils too.
I don't think our pitch is going to hold up.
But we're still going to make the playoffs.
Yeah, it'll be fun.
And we hadn't been in the playoffs
Back
before
to back.
last year was since 2011.
Yeah.
So, 2 years back to back. There was a point, dude, like a couple weeks ago, I was looking at the Phillies and I'm like, man, this might be like that 08 year where they're in the middle of the season, they got hot, and now they're cooling off again.
Not only that, but I mean, I don't know. I don't trust their bullpen.
Yeah,
they're like, oh, their bullpen's better this year. I'm like, Sir Anthony's serving up fucking
Think about
meatballs,
08,
Alvarado's, like walking people like, I don't know, man.
08, they made some signings. They signed Scott Air in the middle of the season. They went and traded for the starter from the A's,
Blanton,
Joe Blanton. So like they made these moves and that look like, and Joe Blanton to me was a solid pitcher. Like I was happy we got him, and I always loved Scott Air.
Right,
I loved Scott Air when he was at the Cubs.
Yeah,
like, there was something about him I always liked him. So I was happy, and you had a closer who could close
lights
games.
out. Yeah,
it was lights out, Lidge. And this year, you're right, dude. You don't have that.
We don't have. Remember that team.
You got a bunch of guys that are coming back from injury.
You had guys that could pitch 6 innings because starters pitched 6 innings back in their day.
Yeah. Even Jamie Moore, dude.
You had JC. You had Madsen.
Romero, and they had their roles.
Right. You had JC.
No, you run out your role.
JC, Madsen, Lidge. It was over.
That was it.
The door was shut.
Chad Durbin was your specialist. Scott Air was your specialist.
We don't have. You don't get into the 7th inning and think, oh, this game's over.
It's a plug and play. Why was Sir Anthony in the 6th inning today?
Because Sanchez threw 94 pitches or something.
But why was Sir Anthony the one in there in the 6th inning? These guys don't have roles. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Why is he in the 6th inning? Why isn't it
Hoffman?
Unless Hoffman's pitching a lot. So
the other guy that was just strong.
What about fucking Soto? Why isn't it Soto? Why isn't it someone else?
Yeah.
Why is it Sir Anthony in the 6th inning, who was someone you had as your setup or closer at one point? I don't know, man.
Quite frankly, I don't know if he's a setup or closer right now because he hasn't been very good.
No, he hasn't been good. But all right, let's call it, guys.
All right. Sounds good.
Mike, call.
Penis out.
Take us out.
Thanks, people.
Guys. Thanks, everybody who tuned in live. We thank you so much for watching. Much appreciated, Dave, Jay, Mark, everyone. Jay, you have a good time tonight, man? You have a good time tonight? I hope you did, man. I felt it's hard because the connection issues make it kind of a start.
I think you worry a little bit more about it than you need.
Maybe
to.
I do.
I think it's funny. I think that everybody kind of laughs a little bit about it. It's not.
I just think it makes. I just think it makes for a bad show, but that's just me. I don't.
I know. It's sometimes you can't take it as serious. You have to kind of. It's. I get it. You're a professional. You're a perfectionist. This and that.
Yeah, I'm just thinking about the person who's listening in their car. And they're like, what the fuck is going? Like, what are they doing? That's who I think of. Is the person now, Phil? Thanks, Jay. We really appreciate it, dude. I think about the person who's making their Monday morning commute. An hour ride into work, and the first half hour is us figuring out what the fuck's going on, and that kind of bothers me. You want to
let them try it.
Yeah,
it is what it is.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you want to attack. And you want to suck them in, and whatever.
But most of the guys that are listening for an hour in the car have listened to the show. They know what it's about.
Yeah. Absolutely, Mike. Anybody that knows us that's got it on in the car on the way to work on Monday morning, they're not going to care.
And like these guys, these guys are drunk. I'm going to work.
Right. That's part of what makes us us.
Yeah. I hear you.
I understand it bothering you, dude, but seriously, it's not that big a deal, dude.
Yeah, I know. It's just,
I'm not saying you shouldn't try for perfection. I'm just saying that shit's gonna
When it-
happen. You can't sweat it.
I know there's a difference between shit's gonna happen and I know shit's gonna happen.
Right.
Like I knew there was gonna be connection issues with Gary.
Right.
Gary knew that too, and I'm not saying anything about Gary. Gary knew it, and Gary said, "Hey, if there's problems, I'm gonna," and he did. He backed up. I knew your dad was gonna have issues.
Now he only had the issue at the end, and then he checked out.
Right, your dad was fine. I was like, "Oh wow, this is actually working out well," and then blew up because that happened last time.
Right.
Where he started talking and shit. What the fuck? And shit started going crazy for him, and then he had to back out.
Right.
So it happens. I hear you. Like, you're right. I shouldn't worry too much about it, but
yeah.
I want to make sure, our one listener in Jay has a good show tonight. You know
Well,
what I
he
mean?
listens live, so he sees it. So like it is what it is.
No, I know. Absolutely. Peterson, this show has a real feel in today's world. Real is good, polished, not so much. Appreciate
Nice,
that,
Dave.
man. Appreciate that. And that's just, I mean, honestly, yeah, that's kind of the thing. Like, we want a polished show as far as flowing, and we want it to go well. We don't want people back. We don't want to have technical issues.
Right.
But as far as content goes, we want that to have the real feel. We want that to come from our heart.
Yeah,
right?
but I feel like the issues, this and that, are what makes it real too. I mean, I feel like that's part of what it is. It's a raw show.
There's a lot of podcasts out there who do a lot of editing, like heavy editing. So we went 241 on the show tonight.
Right.
Right. If you edited it, it would have probably been 210.
They're cutting all that out. That show, they're going 210. They're going less. They're going less than 2 hours.
Right.
Well, it's the fact that, like, who has time for that? Like, you want to sit there and listen and cut out and edit? Like, fuck that.
Yeah,
like,
remember.
And Mike said it. Like the rawness is what makes us real.
Who is the most recent Eagle with an interception and a sack on opening day?
Ugh.
An interception and a sack on opening day.
Yeah.
It's Scones.
Yeah,
Kerry Williams against Washington.
Yeah, you just saw it. You have it on TV. I could tell, dude. I saw his face and I saw him look at the TV. And I go, that's pretty ugly. That's ugly. All right. Boner coverage out. Rye.
Talk to you later, bud.
All right, guys.
Yeah, I'm a game time decision for Sunday.
All right, let me know, man.
It's not out. That's good. If you do, we'll write down.
All right.
All right, Rye. We'll talk to you, brother. Everyone else watching still, we'll see you guys next week as we talk about the Eagles being 2-0.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. All right, fellas.
All right.